aren't playing, and they see them win, and then all of a sudden they get a call or they get a text congratulating them instead of waiting for the post-match to find out results. They want to watch them win. Big Robbie there taking out 51. Lars and Weiss moves on.
For those of you wanting to view on YouTube, we went ahead and uploaded or started our stream there too. So if you want to move on over there, you can. Just to give you that option, it looks like we're at those speeds that we could possibly double dip on that equation. So that's what we've chosen to do. Look at this, a whopping 180 already. That's great to see. Looks like that one is done. When I was at the scorers table, it did look like there was another match coming up on board 7 or 6. There's Larry Keith, so that may have been it. Barb Harris, hello. Thanks for joining us once again. Good run today, this morning, ma'am. Where are we at in this Division 1? Looks like we're 7th, 8th here.
7th, 8th, yeah. And it looks like Dyker and Anderson just won over Jenkins and Zamello. So we're going to have Anthony Cervo and Darren Auckland going to be taking on Scuba Steve, Bobby Anderson.
Nice to see Steve and Bob making a run here.
Lars and Robbie the Whiz Kid have defeated Stanek and Ives to move forward. They'll take on Larry Keith and his partner, Ronnie Crow. We're down to 8 teams. 8 teams out of 32, so we're moving quite along pretty quickly.
Certainly. Melissa Meek saying, so glad it's on YouTube now. Nothing against Facebook. I have a smart TV. You can watch it on the 65-inch instead of my phone. Well, we certainly appreciate it. That's why we dual stream usually to Facebook and to YouTube. Just unfortunately, every time we were going to YouTube, it was just kicking us off, so or buffering really bad. So we elected to kind of cut that one and just sacrifice to one, and really even that one wasn't even capable of holding with the speeds we were at. So for the last time, we do apologize, folks, about that. We hope for the last time. Hopefully we don't have any issues down the road, but we're doing the best we can with what we are given. Yeah, I figured it was going to be pretty quick for a match to come on over. Larry Keith I think they're getting the call to come on over here to board number 1. Yep, there we go. Keith Crow and Lars and who?
We got a good one. We got 1 and 2, 7 and 8. We got Ronnie Crow and Robbie and Lars. And then on board 2, we got Anthony Cervigo and Darren Auckland taking on Scuba Steve and Bob Anderson.
So nice to see Larry Keith once again here on the board. We'll get those our scoreboard updated here. It looks like we actually got a couple matches coming. Like you said, Shervogel, Auckland, and Diker Anderson coming up on board number 2. That just got called just a little bit ago. So both these matches coming up at the same time. It'll just be, yeah, coming on over and getting started here. Whichever one does start, we'll go ahead and feature that one first, and then we'll kick it on over to the next match. So possibly we just set up for the Anderson match, but we possibly might be going with the Larry Keith Crow, Lars Weissmith match. So either way is fine, as long as we're covering some matches here instead of hoping and praying we can cover some matches at this point. I'll be digging into a smooth bottle of Barbara Harris's husband's apple pie if that happened. Oh, what? Did I say that? No, not me. Look at Larry. Did you see that? You must have a buddy or two tuning in. You gotta love those little moments when you get them. There's Scuba Steve Diker and Bob Anderson right there. We'll get a good view of this hop from Bob, I bet you. Just a little like, not so prominent there.
And we didn't notice it on the last one, though.
Looks like we're still waiting on Robbie, the Whiz kid, to come on over. So we'll probably end up playing this Scuba Steve Bob Anderson match first. It looks like these guys are just about ready to rock and roll. You can see that subtle up-down from the front movement. I just don't think you can see it from that side on Bob. Ryan there says, do we have a match here? Both these teams taking just a minute to get their practice starts in, warm-ups. Once again, 7th, 8th place match for both of these, both of this board number 1 and board number 2.
Yeah, both teams are gonna, both eliminated teams in this section are in the money. The payouts do start from this point on. Prize money goes up each round about $50. So you want to win.
Yeah, $100 here. 150 for 5th and 6th, 300 for 4th.
400 for 3rd. Second place in this event is $500 with a $600 first place prize for the winners of the 501 Division I doubles.
Nice hefty little chunk of change there. Alrighty, fellas. Come on, let's get it going, boys. Come on. I'm ready to go. I'm raring for some action after not having a live feed for a little bit. Yeah, it looks like board number 1's going to get going here. We'll take it on over to them. We were kind of waiting on them to just do their warm-ups there, so action's better than no action. So we'll kick it on over to board 1 to catch this one. Robbie Weissmith, Larry Keith there. Sorry, Larry Keith and Crow, right?
Larry Keith and Ronnie Crow from Ideal Amusements, Illinois. Ryan Larslight and Robbie Wismith are both from Fred's Novelty Ltd. In Wisconsin.
A little scoreboard update there. Check my spelling, that's not right. 2 S's isn't right. There we go.
Lars just manages an 86.
Shakes his head at that one. You got to think these guys are looking for at least 10 plus each time they go to the board.
Larry Keith opens up with a hat trick, backs it with a low ton. Robbie delivers his hat trick. We've got ourselves a bunny.
Oh, looks like we got a kick of our camera there. Let me exchange our overhead. Then we got a small head in the way, but I'll go adjust that camera so we have our normal view. 1 second, folks.
Keith will be looking for another hat trick to back up this opening hat and low ton. Just outside for the third. In great shape with 142. Robbie will want a challenge here with a low ton or better. And just out on that third one. Low ton for Ronnie Crow. Right now the pressure is going to be on Ryan Lars to try to at least get a low ton, if not a hat trick, to get in the mix to help him and Robbie get a chance to either take the out or freeze. Tough turn for Ryan Lars. Larry Keith has had the hot hand this leg. 50-50 for 42. Trip 14 to take it. Oh, and he flies high on the third one. Robbie does not have an out, but he wants to set himself up in case he gets the return.
Yeah, Larry putting himself in a good spot to take this one. Even
Ronnie,
laughing and having a chuckle back there with Randy Lee.
Yeah, Ronnie does not have an out, but he needs to bring it down. A 150 would be ideal. Oh, he drops down. Lars has got himself well back in the back. He needs to come charging back. Give Robbie a chance at a 63. He definitely does not like that last dart.
Yeah, you can see his frustration.
Larry's in the driver's seat. 11 to take this leg.
Now 25.
Inside on the double 10. Ronnie will take his look because Robbie is froze.
Yeah, we'll pull it down to a double 2.
9 for Bull, 19 for 40. Lots of options. And Ronnie does deliver.
Always love a nice fat bull out. Easy smeezy. Keith Crow, 1-0. Ryan, how much would you love to play in this event? How much would you love to play in this event?
Oh, quite a bit.
Yeah. I mean, the thing about this is, and we saw it last night in your 0-1, I mean, the margin of error is so small because the thing about it is anybody can take you out at any moment.
Yeah, stats doesn't matter on this level. It does, but it doesn't. You make one round. The difference between a low 10 and a hat trick is the difference between winning and losing.
We saw it last night in the singles 0-1 where Fred Palenko and Garrett Kowski played each other. This one came down to a 177 and a 180. Garrett went for that 177 and didn't have the best of turns, ended up at 145 afterwards, and Fred picked a good number and came back and took it out.
Yeah, it's a game of miss. If you miss, you lose.
Not the best goes there from Robbie. Does get that last dart bull. So 30 or 82 there for him.
Keith had a really good first leg. It's been kind of quiet in this leg too. He's going to have to deliver at least a low time. He's out on that third one.
Hey, he stops his doing and just stares like, how did that happen?
Yeah, you go up and you look at the board and you're like, really? Really? Both teams are not coming out of this league here and shooting dynamite. It doesn't matter what you do, it's about how you finish. Robbie produces that low ton. He wanted that third one for that Hattie.
Getting numerous people popping their head in here. The curtain saying hello.
They want to see what's behind the curtain.
Yeah, they want to say hello and check it out. Makes us feel part of the tournament, so we like doing that. Unfortunately, when you're live streaming, you can get lost behind here every once in a while, and you know, part of being a dart player is going and adventuring and communicating and laughing and having a ball with some friends, and you sacrifice a little bit of that to do this.
Robbie and Ryan were slow in the first leg, but they've come out this second leg with a lot more commanding lead. $50 or 45 right here, and he does go for the 45, leaving himself that 50 shot. Robbie's in good shape with 80. Keith and Ronnie are well back, even with hats and low chuns. Are still going to be back there enough for Robbie to make the turn on that 80.
Solid hat.
Mars just needs to go up there and produce at least a low ton. Give Robbie a comfortable look on that 80. that third one I thought was in. He gave him a low ton, which is good darts. Robbie will return for 80.
Starting to heat up in here and get a little toasty, get a little sweaty as these guys kind of find their pressure darts. Double 15. Got it, Robbie Weissmith.
Drag on that 5, took the 75 out, smooth as butter.
Forcing a last leg decider to see who will advance to the 5th, 6th spot.
They will cork to see who goes first.
Got a stick.
Oh, that second dart that popped out. That first dart that popped out on Larry was in there. And we have seen this team that wins the court, we usually wins the match.
That is the truth, sir. So here we go. Larry Keith. His partner Crow taking on Lars and Weissmith. Who wants it more?
A slow open for Robbie. Could switch the advantage over to Larry. What do you think?
Yeah, I believe so. You can kind of see the grit of the teeth there, but Larry's got to convert. Needs another. Doesn't collect, so the opportunity was given, but not taken.
Really tough turn for both Larry and Ronnie in this deciding leg.
Getting scrappy here, getting scrappy indeed.
Fighting for every square inch on that dartboard.
Looks like the same on board number 2. I saw some animation there.
Both teams are capable of scoring a ton, but boy, right now it is tough.
We've all been there, all done that, but it's those crucial times when you need to collect those big numbers and you just don't, that eat away at your mind the most. Forces you on that practice board.
Yes, I mean, 367, 333, 412, 446. And they were going into round 3. Ronnie does produce the low ton with all the darts on the floor. Change them tips. What do you think?
Looks like he needs to. As Larry reminds him, don't forget that button. Little helpful hand from the teammate.
Viewership sitting about 195 on Facebook.
Great to see. We've been craving for it all day. We know we got the goods to produce some viewers, but unfortunately, just without internet, you can't do that. So, shout out
with
to
the low ton.
Shout out to Jeff and Chris, IT department here, taking care of business to get us up and running again. They've been battling hard.
This will be a big bull right here for Lars. That's a big low ton right there. Ronnie's going to have to score. Got to put pressure on the other team.
Robbie needs to kick it in gear right here. Does he move? Yeah, he's got to kind of adjust himself just a little bit to the left and a right. He chooses the right. Now he's got to go left all the way to the other side of the Aki. Say Aki, I mean throw line here. Is able to produce a low ton. I mean, that's pretty, especially with that first start, where it was sitting. I mean, it can kind of hang over that bull, and it forces your hand.
This will be a big time for a hat trick. One more. He does it.
Say it, and it'll be done.
Lars will need to produce a low ton or better for himself to really keep the pressure on Ronnie. Late on the third leg. Winner will move on. The loser will go home in 5th and 6th. Just an eye on that third one. There's another low ton.
For those interested in that game on board number 2, that is game number 2. Looks like Scuba Steve gonna have to put himself on a low number and hope Bob Anderson can hit a big number. I don't know how that first leg went, but this was the first match to start up, so we kept it right here. We'll kick it on over. After though,
Robbie produces a hat trick to get a bunny. Larry Keith can take this 145 out and end the match. 45 for it. Oh, and he just pulls it.
It does look like that that match on board number 2 will go to a third leg, so we will get the opportunity to head on over to that one after this.
149 for Ryan Lars.
Lars had to give board 2 a little time there. He came all the way over in his lane.
57 for 42. Oh, we just missed on that one. Ronnie is not happy with that.
Yeah, I'm guessing you could hear the words that he mouthed there.
36.
Going double 18 inside. Now I got to hit that double 9.
Getting some composure. He knows the double right here sends him to the 5th, 6th match. Just pulled it to the inside.
Not what he wanted to do, and Larry Keith here.
Larry is froze. He throws the 14, leaves just 2. It's on Lars, 16 for 50. He just shoots it high. Does not have an out.
Just trying to pull him down to a reasonable spot.
They're struggling to get this one off the board.
Yeah, they really are. They're really struggling to put it away, too. Robbie and Ryan can't mess around with this too much longer. That's the honest truth.
And Robbie hits it. 3-3 to take the leg and the match.
We'll head right back on over to this match between Steve Diger, Bob Anderson, Shearvogel and Auckland. Tied up 1-1 here.
Loser finishes 7th, 8th. Winner moves on to the 5th, 6th spot. .135 left for Cervigo. Aaron's going to have to do something to give him a chance of that out. Bobby's going to need to get that low ton in there at least now, so Scuba Steve can score and get himself in the situation for an out. Auckland, opportunity here. Low ton or better. Leg 3. He resets. Doesn't like that first start. He does produce 101. Now it's on Scuba. Scuba goes ton or better. Hat trick would be ideal. And he delivers it, and we've got ourselves a bunny.
Yeah, drops it down to 26 left. Bob on 168, but with Shearvogel and Auckland sitting back at 135 and 230, I mean,
fortunately, Anthony is froze with that 135.
Yeah, exactly.
Auckland's 230. Anderson's going to play safe, go 150. And he delivers it, and he's got a bunny. Auckland well back at 230. We'll need to produce a hat trick or better.
Gets his eye on the prize. No. Throws his head down. Wanted
Tough
that.
third dart. That was a tough third dart. 26. There it is. Scuba Steve and Bob Anderson move on to the fifth and sixth spot.
Well, they're taking on. Well, we're waiting on their opponent. Yep, just actually updated. Looks like they'll take on Phillips and Ianson.
Chad Ianson and Eric Phillips will take on Scuba Steve and Bobby Anderson.
Awesome.
We're down to our final 6 teams here, the WAMO Division I Friday night 501 doubles.
Well, hang tight, folks. Time for a little quick word from our sponsors. We'll go side by side, and do that real quick. Hang tight as we give them a little bit of love, and we'll be right back with some more matches here from our live stream boards. Thanks for bearing with us today. It's definitely been an interesting one as we've had our fair share of ups and downs with the internet. But we've got a solid feed right now. We hope it'll keep that way as I knock on some wood. But yeah, let's hear a quick word, and we'll be right back. The action from WAMO, the Wisconsin Amusement and Music Operators State Dart Tournament 2022. Thanks for joining us. William Stuart here alongside Ryan Mooneyham of USA Darts. We'll be right back. everybody. Had a scary moment here. I get hollered at, hey, your camera's kicked over. So we had to go over there and fix the camera real quick, put it back into position. Looks like we will have a match here on board number 2 coming our way. Got some hooping and hollering for the Chuck-a-Luck game going on. Pretty cool little game for charity. It's gotta love that. Looks like we are diddling up here. We'll get our information about these guys. In the meantime, we'll turn our overhead camera to this board. All right, so that wasn't the deal. Just still taking a couple practice runs. Now they're getting after it. Oh, yeah, it was. Okay. There we go. Sorry, making an adjustment here. Update our CompuSport app real quick so you can see where we're at here. Board 5, board 4. So it looks like Kilger Rakowski and Kramer Spieth have been called. That's your king seat holders, or your king seat match, correct? Yeah, that's your king seat match, and that got called the board 1. So take a quick peek over there real quick. Yeah, it looks like they're not quite ready. So we'll keep it right here on this one. Let me dig in and get some information on these guys here. Todd White, Ted Lepak. Taking on Brandon Huell and Dylan Christian. There we go. And we're getting confirmation. I know this isn't D1. Cricket doubles. Oh, that's cricket doubles. Yep. Another hat trick from Todd White. Awesome. So this is a level 2 match. Great to see some a little mixture.
We got Ted Lepak and Todd White from Mid-State Amusements taking on Brandon Hoyle and Dylan Christian, and they represent Mid-State Amusement Games.
Thanks for that one, Ryan.
5-0 win, open in, master out. Just like your D1, this D2 is the same. I was just speaking with some of the administration from WAMO. They're very happy with the views that we've had, even though we've had the strikes or the problems with the internet that they've encountered. So we're all turning this into a positive show for everybody to see.
I think the major thing there is that, you know, no matter what, even if we didn't have the internet connected, we had promised that we're going to go ahead and do at least some post-match clips or something, or some recorded videos, just to try to get at least some viewers and some people to get to watch some of the events. I mean, Wisconsin is by far one of our more popular states for viewership on USA Darts. I can't deny that one. And it showed. I mean, right now we're rocking 170, and our YouTube numbers have been kind of identical.
Well, look at all the people that keep coming into the booth and saying hi.
Some guys saying the match on one, the match for the Hill is on board 1. Yes, there is nobody on board 1 yet, so that's the unfortunate thing, is still nobody has come up there yet. So we'll wait on that one. In the meantime, we're going to play this Division II match.
It's a 5th-6th match.
So we'll kick it on over to that one once it does kind of come up. If it's kind of at the time where maybe they've got 2 legs ahead, we'll just finish out this one and then kick it on over. We think it is important to show some different skill levels. I mean, no offense to Hilger and Mikowski, but I think they get on the stream a lot. But maybe Spieth and his partner doesn't. So we will try to feature at least a little bit of that one for sure. And honestly, I'll probably just tell Hilger and Mikowski, hey, hold up 2 minutes before you start your match. That's pretty much the best deal there. Kerry Kilborn, does the freeze rule apply to this match? Don't know enough about soft tip.
What's the question?
Does the freeze rule apply for this match? Don't know much about soft tip.
Yes, the freeze rule is in effect.
And you know, I'm not shy to admit it. I'm in the same boat. I still kind of look to Ryan a lot on that freeze rule, because I still am.
When you have double scores, it's a freeze.
Yeah.
This is what they call 501 freeze. There are other games of 501 which they call stacked, where you're sharing the same score with your partner. Now, typically in pairs, for still tip, you play 501 on 1 score. In soft tip, you'll play it 2 ways. You either play 501 freeze or 501 stacked. So 2 scores will be your freeze. Ted will need to do some damage here. Try to get out of that freeze situation for his partner, Todd. Dylan, 50-50 would be ideal.
Taking a second to
see he's rolling that dart. He's nervous.
Oh, he's definitely looking for some advice too. You got to see him look back there.
He did go for that 20.
Royal Harris, hello. Thanks for joining us here. Delicious apple pie, sir. Thank you.
Double to the finish. And he gets it. Leg 1. Ted had pushed way back, but he came back storming to give his partner the opportunity to take out that double 2.
Just to give you a look. Looks like we're got a couple individuals over. Still waiting on a couple more, but Ryan's going to go out there and just tell him, hey, hold up just a second on that board one. That way we can kick it on over at least in due time. Give him a little loving as well. I think that's important. There's the Bulls for a big ol' hat trick. Dylan Christensen added the random S on that one for no reason at all. Aniquala. Hello. Oh, looking forward to seeing you this weekend, sir. But I understand. Things happen. Some individuals chose not to come down to this one. Yeah, let me add that score line in that I didn't add in. There we go. Loving our new setup here, but it definitely keeps you on your toes. You got a lot more to do.
Yep. Widen the pack, got leg one. Boyle and Christian are going to have to challenge to push this thing to leg three.
Something I've also noticed is just because of the crowd in here, we've experienced a little bit more bumps and you know, unfortunate like camera nudges.
Well, you know, there's a lot of people here. I mean, it's just, I can't talk about how big this place really, magnitude on until you've just seen it. I knew it was big. I didn't realize it was this big.
Well, I think I'm going to grab my GoPro here, too, and I'm going to do like a nice little walk around here just so you can kind of see the venue for yourself and just check out the magnitude that we're talking here.
Boyle fires away with that low ton.
Yeah,
I noticed he's throwing with a glove on, or is that like a wrist?
I think it's a wrist, like harness. I don't know, harness.
Like an ace bandage?
Yeah,
or something?
ace bandage. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. Maybe has some tendonitis or a wrist issue. Something he definitely does is stand way over on the. It seems like on the left-hand side, or just a little tall. So we catch him at least a little bit ahead in that video or in that camera angle.
Christian will want to really put in that low ton or better right here, right now. Just outside on that second dart. Low ton for Ted. From the Walkabout Saloon. So a good opportunity here for Todd White to punish the slow turn of Brandon Hoyle.
Just confirmation. Looks like those guys in one are just holding up a bit, aren't they?
Yeah, they're on one. We're going to wait till this match is over and stream one. Nice hat trick right there for Todd White. Really challenge for the leg. Challenge for the leg. Dylan's showing that he's not going to go away, and he answers with a hat trick.
for another.
Low ton or better here. He needs another 50. The challenge Todd's 101. Oh, he decides to go up. Todd has not froze. He has a 101 for the match. $57 for 42.
For 14. Got it. Big hit.
That's 2 straight. Your winners, Todd White and Ted LePeck.
Good stuff. We'll take it on over to our board number 1. Looks like we got our king seat match for division number 1. Get our scoreboard set up here for that one.
We got Corey Kramer and Rob Spieth. And they are from Bullseye Incorporated here in Wisconsin. Taking on Garrett Rakowski, Steve Hilger, Red's Novelty Ltd, and I believe they're from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
Good match here.
So it looks like these guys will take their last couple practice starts here before we get started. Someone will guarantee themselves $500 or $600 here.
Winning that king seat doesn't necessarily guarantee the win, but it sure makes it a little bit easier to win the whole thing.
You're darn right.
We have seen the double dip. We have seen those that have held on. To update you what's going on, Lars and Robbie are taking on Derek and Jose over on board 3. Then on board 5, we got Scuba Steve and Bobby Anderson taking on Chad Ianson and Eric Phillips. So some quality teams still left in this contest trying to challenge for that first place finish.
I'm so confused as to what Hilger's doing right now. He's doing something behind the board and behind our camera, and I'm like, what are you doing, buddy? Looks like we're getting after it under our king seat, division number 1. It was like, watch out, I got you, buddy. Well, here we go, folks. Let's get underway. Hilger, Rakowski, Kramer, Spieth, D1, doubles 0-1 final. William Stewart here alongside me is Mr. Ryan Mooningham. Of course, this is a USA Darts production.
Kramer with a low ton to start. Rakowski will need to answer. We got some roars going on over there.
What a big roar that was. My word, that had to be a final of one of those lower divisions.
That had to be a big hit and a big win.
I do believe we still have a couple of those lower divisions in play, huh?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, when you're talking 128 teams, 56 players. Wow,
it's a lot of turns, a lot of boards, a lot of management. You know, getting to the board, getting set up, getting ready to play. You're taking on all the elements that go with the dart tournament on top of that. Low ton for the first 3 players. Hilger's going to want to try to best it with a Hattie. Corey really wanted that first one to land and missed on dart 2. He does manage to hit the third one. Rakowski would want to go low ton or better here to take the advantage.
Just 84 scored there for him. Not ideal. I think both teams have been waiting just a little bit, though, kind of waiting on that back half of the bracket to catch up just a little bit.
So they were probably done at 5:40, 7:39 was their last match, and here it is. They had to wait 30 minutes for their king seat match, so you can get a little bit complacent, a little dry. You know, you were amped up for the previous match you won, and you come down from that. I mean, just a lot of little factors that goes with the tournament. Corey comes back with a low ton to pressure back on Rakowski. Oh, he goes for that high ton on that last start.
Double tap there to Hilger.
Spieth's going to want to try to, he'll at least want the low ton to stay within the group, but a hat trick would put more pressure on Hilger. If he delivers, we got ourselves a bunny.
Does exactly that. Try to put in another. No.
They will fix that one. We see that quite a bit. Maybe the fixed darts.
Oh, it is. Okay, it was in there. Registered is just that single 3, so does leave himself 142.
Caskey will at least want to go low ton or better here. Keep pace with Corey. Nicely for 73. It's going to come down to what Rob or Steve goes here.
Exactly. I mean, Rob gave Jared a little fist bump there. He's looking to collect the same number and he's come up with a 116. Leaves Corey with 85, him with 60.
Bull, trip 14 would take the leg.
Not frozen, so take your chance. Go with those fat numbers. And unfortunate into the 1, so not going to be able to do so.
Does go for the bull for the better of the 2 shots, leaves himself 41. Corey leaves us 85. Bukowski can take a look at 73. Double top to take the leg. Oh, and just underneath. So Rakowski will return for 73. A lot of different ways to take this.
You're not lying. A lot of different ways to take this one.
57 for 16 is mine. 19 leaves 54.
That's the way he's going.
Oh, and just out on dart 2 and dart 3.
Hitting that asphalt, as you call it.
Hitting that asphalt.
All right. Double.
Definitely kept him out of good shot, Rob. That surprised me.
Yeah, I mean, that surprised both of us a little bit. I think we were just like, we both looked at each other like, oh, okay, I guess.
You know what? If you look at it, he's got 60 left. If he fats the inside of the 10, he's still got a bull to finish.
And that's I think exactly what he was thinking there.
I mean, it works. I just never thought of it.
Yeah.
Kowski opens up with a hat trick.
I'm going to be honest, there's probably not going to be much that thought of it in the chat, and they're going to probably put
it blow us up because we missed that one. Kramer wanted to answer with his own hat trick. Still manages a 102 in the low ton.
Yeah, Andy's saying he obviously didn't go for the dub, or at least we hope he didn't.
Well, it worked.
Exactly. Sean Green said he's 12 minutes away. Looking forward to having him in the booth. Scotty Burnett saying thanks for the feed. Appreciate it, sir.
And Steve Hilger will fix his score. He did open up with a hat trick, so we do get to see the bunny.
Unfortunately, we didn't get to see that reaction there. But Hilger gave us the old
Yeah.
The old shrug there behind the board.
And Spieth himself answers. Hat trick, Loton. Hat trick, hat trick. Definitely, cards are turning. Here comes the quality that these gentlemen always produce. It's starting to really heat up. Rakowski and Hilgren got to get leg 2. Kramer and Spieth just want to take it home. 3 bulls on the board. Tough turn there for Corey.
Yeah, just 70, and especially when everybody else hit 150s, you come up with a low ton, and then unfortunately had that round.
Corey's been a little slow this second leg. Hilger will want to capitalize with a 150 right here.
Barb catching me right as I noticed it too. I was like, oh, we got to update that scoreboard once again. Appreciate that, Barb.
Hilger had another bullseye not score. Starting to become a little bit of common practice. It must be how his darts are hitting. As a player, you want the rhythm. You don't want to have to keep messing with it, changing the score and adjusting it. It slows down the pace of the game, but it is a necessary evil when scoring on these electronic dartboards. They do sometimes just don't get it right.
I think you saw Garrett and Hilger talking about that too. Hilger was like, yeah, again.
It changes the momentum a little bit, but you got to get used to it because it will happen.
Pops another one, Leafs 99. In good position to make this 1-1.
Rakowski and Hilger definitely in the driver's seat. But Kramer and Spieth are not out of it. They just need to produce a couple big rounds to push back.
Barb saying, I'm watching you. I hope someone is. I need a little help every once in a while. Thank goodness I got this guy next to me. I don't know what I'd be doing without him.
Oh,
hey, I'm serious, buddy.
I don't know about all
it'd be
that.
brutal. Yeah, I've been in the booth by myself, and it is a brutal task. It's talking to a wall is not as fun as you think.
Yeah. Just to update the bracket, Steve Diker and Bobby Anderson have moved on into the top 4 match, and they will take on Eric Scheitner and Jose Copian on board 4. So
a couple guys we saw play well in that first night of doubles on Wednesday night. I think they took 3rd or 4th.
3rd or 4th. Yeah, I think it was 3rd.
And I think they're looking for like another good finish here.
So we're down in the top 4 in this Division 1. You're watching the King Seat match. Top 4, the 4th place match is going on right now. Rakowski and Hilger commanding this second leg.
Someone getting excited as they walk by. When I mean you can hear everything in this hall, you can hear everything in this hall.
Always
Double.
Top tops.
Oh!
That's a steel tip route.
That is definitely a steel tip route.
19 top.
We talked to him about playing some steel tip and getting involved. Hilger's trying to make that push for a little steel tip.
I think he would do well. He's got such a great shot. He's real smart with the game.
Well, you look at Dustin Holt, how he's taken to the steel tip side of things. I definitely think Garrett could do the same. No doubt in my mind.
Rakowski's a good player that won't travel much right now. His children are very young.
Yep.
So the dedication to being dad is first.
How about this? He's just 29.
Yes, very young. Still a lot to do. 54 for tops. Double 10. Oh, and he hits the asphalt. Rakowski will return for his 20.
Oh, what did that register? The single 6 there?
Rob Spieth is actually froze for 170 because Corey's at 63 and Rakowski and Hilger are at 34.
Bill saying, well, we'll get into that here in just a second as we got a potential game-winning shot here from Garrett.
Double 10 to take leg 2 to force the decider. And he hammers it.
I think it's a match, but potential leg deciding darts there. Well, yeah, we'll get back to it. Bill saying, good evening to you guys. Bill from Pittsburgh, just jump on to checking you guys out. Thank you so much for the live feed. I am really learning a lot from these guys and ladies. So, yeah, that's good to hear.
That's what we do. I mean, USA Darts Productions, one thing that I have noticed is this WAMO has been a showcase of a state championship that, you know, you got to play in the state or with a vendor in the state needs to even qualify to be here, giving these guys the opportunity to showcase their talents for the rest of the country. We do go to a lot of open tournaments. We do where anybody can fly in and play. But this showcase is, you know, it's kind of special for these guys up here, and it's great to be part of.
Well, we've talked with Scuba Steve Diker, who's in that 4th place match right now with Bob Anderson, about, hey, this tournament or this tournament, what's your biggest win? I think it was a TOC tournament? Or?
TOC and then this one.
Yeah, and he chose WAMO.
WAMO.
Just the significance of
there we go
being the best in your state.
Yeah, it's here we go. You want to go get your state title. All right.
Brian Dennis tuning in as well. Good to see that. Thank you, sir. Hope you're doing well. Almost 250 here on Facebook. That's great to see as well. Give us that like and a follow if you have not. Hit that notification bell so you can get notified whenever we go live. Give us that share if you feel so inclined. No pressure. Push you. Pressure. No, just kidding.
Low ton out of Spieth. Hat tricked open for Kramer. You know, it's crazy. I mean, we watch all these guys play. Win the cork, you take leg 1. Loser of the first leg has 1 leg 2. The cork went to Corey, and right now he opened up with a hat, and Rob backed him with a low ton. So, you know, you just got to stay out in front. You got the throw. You got to hold it.
Yeah, surprising throw or go around there from Garrett. Unfortunately, finding himself 80 points behind Corey.
Corey can best it right here with another 150. Ooh, just out on that 3rd one. He wanted it too. Another non-low ton turn for Rakowski. Spieth is in the driver's seat. A low toner better here helps him and Kramer get closer and closer to that final match. Ooh, just outside on that 3rd one. I think the pressure's starting to mount.
Yeah, you can sense it. You can see it on these guys'
all 4 of these players.
Throws.
All 4 of these players can produce the perfect game at any time. Hilger responds, 150.
How about this, Thaddeus? Over at D7 in person, watching here for D1. Laugh out loud. So he's over in the hall at the D7 area, watching the D1 guys here on.
Is that Thaddeus?
That is Thaddeus.
Oh, Thaddeus. He is quite the character, man.
That's
Thaddeus
great.
Cremolis.
Great guy from up there near the Wisconsin.
Northern
north.
Wisconsin.
City, 6 hours from Milwaukee, 4 hours from Green Bay. My goodness.
He likes it cold up there.
Yeah, it's awful cold up there.
Big 150 for Kramer. He's got himself a bunny. Kramer has really, really, really played well this last leg. Spieth can do just enough. Kramer will take that 140. Couple tough rounds for Krauske. He does low ton that third leg, or that third round.
You got a bold statement here from Brian Dennis saying Scoop and Bob come back for the win. Flexing too, man. It very well could be the case, but they got some damage to do against some opponents beforehand. We'll see. Very well could happen.
Tough dart on dart 2 for Rob. Still, him and Kramer are in great shape. Steve will have to do what he can do to set himself up for a possible out. Does manage the low ton.
Yeah, 102 to leave him with 146.
Oh, Kramer can do it right here.
Yep.
50-50 for 40. He's already shown this leg that he has been shooting lights out. Oh, just outside. Did I jinx him?
That old commentator's curse. It'll jump up and get him.
Oh, and still, he did turn the low ton, leaves himself 27. Gosh darn it, I was ready to roar for that 140 out for him. Rakowski will need to do some damage here. He himself comes back with a low ton. Still quite a ways back from Corey.
Yeah, he shook that one off like he wanted a lot of bit more. Has to run back there, hit the button.
Rob just needs to go up there, produce just enough for Corey to take a look at his out. And he does that low ton. Good round out of Rob to set his partner up. That's all going to come down to Hilgert. He does have an opportunity with 146. $50 for 86, or excuse me, 50 for 96. Oh, just high. He needed it. He wanted it.
Yeah, that would have been clutch if he would have collected on that one and was able to move over and hit that out. But fortunately, Hilger leaves himself with 66.
Trip 9 for Kramer, 7 double 10. A lot of ways he can go.
Yeah, I was wondering if he was going to go directly at it. That'll leave himself the double 9. Well outside.
Oh, he wanted it. Oh, he gave it to him.
I think that snuck in there. I certainly think that snuck in there.
He gave it to him. We don't have the board. The dart is not on the board, but the board did give it to him, so it is a win.
I think even Garrett was like, eh.
Corey Kramer, Rob Speth will move on to the finals. Rakowski and Hilger will be in the third place match.
Kramer's even apologizing. Did you see that? He's even apologizing. He's like, sorry, man. Like, I think he even knows that one was kind of a given one to him.
But you know what? And unfortunately for Kramer and Speth, it's part of it.
All righty, folks. Well, hang in there. We'll be right back with some more action here from WAMO 2022. We'll be right back, folks. All right, everybody, back again. Sorry for the delay here, but we had to do a little switch over. Some ugly mugs sitting next to me. Not in a banana suit, but it's quite all right.
What's up, brother?
Mr. Sean Green.
Man, we've been talking about it for months, and WAMO is finally here.
WAMO?
Well, at least for me. You've been tired from all this so far.
Yeah, we've been getting
man, what a pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me, buddy.
Oh, certainly. We definitely appreciate you here. Ryan's kind of went to take a break real quick, and then he'll be back in to hop on with you.
He deserves it. He deserves it.
Ryan says he's so tired in the background.
Big trip 20 there for Ty Bass.
Yeah, Ty Bass takes it out. Good player out of the
just a little 39.
Yeah, nice little 39. I got to meet him
bad.
at NDA last year.
Huh?
I got to meet him at NDA last year.
Oh,
so
yeah?
That was fun.
Nice, nice. Here, I'll cuddle in with you a little bit.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, this is Jordan Zemansky. Someone's probably going to tell me that I'm saying that wrong, but, you know, it is what it is.
Hey, better you than me, buddy.
I think it's
We all
Zemansky.
know that I butcher him left and right, so that's quite all right. They all can't be Ty Bass.
Do a little picture action there. Got my best angle from above, looking down on my belly.
Yeah, you're certainly right about that. You said it, not me.
Well, we all have a good side and a bad side. My bad side's a lot bigger than my good side. Here's Dave Benke.
Is that Nalote on that last name? Nalote?
Hello, hello, hello.
No, Nalote. Is that Malote? Malote.
Mallet.
Malote.
I don't know why you're trying to make it all weird looking.
I don't know why I do, but you know me, I like to make things more difficult than they really are. So why not just join the trend of things?
All right, let's see what. Yeah. I mean, I can bear. It's funny. Like when we were in Vegas, like I was like, "Ooh, we need to whisper a little bit." Here, it's
you gotta yell.
We're in this big giant dome. It's sweet looking.
Now you feel bad for Ryan, don't you? Because he's having to, huh?
What? I like that scoreboard you got there, bub.
Trying to make improvements. Trying to make improvements.
So this is Division 1?
I actually think this is actually a Division 2 or Division 3. So
Jesus,
I just didn't
he's shot
update
38?
that one. Yeah, I know, right?
Open in, open out. Freeze. I'm going to have to get used to this Green Bay, all the Green Bay shirts and stuff in the building.
A little slap in the face to you, isn't it?
No, not at all. They're NFC. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
And I've always been a Rodgers fan.
We're going to just look here and see if this is Division 2 or not.
All righty. Do you want to just use them?
I mean, that would be the smart move there, Will, but, you know, to each their own, to each their own.
Mallet, unfortunately, unable to get it done. Dad's here. And AE, Anthony Eugenia, is watching along with us.
Hey, Anthony. Hope you're doing
AE,
well.
how's it going, brother? Good darts. Throws it nice and firm. What's up, brother? I forgot to say hi to everyone before coming in here to start working.
Yeah, that was a dumb move, wasn't
Scuba, I brought my shirt. I'm going to wear it.
I got your trailer.
Well,
I got his shirt.
I already got one.
I have mine. It's with me.
It's Nick's.
Yep.
I gotta send that one out. Yeah. We're gonna move our match to 1 for you guys.
Okay. Yeah. Is that who are you playing? Oh, so you okay. Sweet.
What's up, bud?
All right. Steve Diker, Bob Anderson, Hilger, and Rakowski going to move to 1. So this is a Division 3 match. Finally got that information. Sorry for the delay. 5th, 6th Division 3 match. So do apologize for the delay on that one, but took just a little bit of time to pull that one up. Uh-oh. Ty's really going to work here.
Sorry, Scuba Steve came over. Say hi in the booth.
We've had a lot of people come in and say hello to both me and Ryan this weekend, too.
Love it.
A couple people asking about you as well, so that's good to see. A lot of love up here in Wisconsin for USA Darts. That's probably one of our highest viewership counts for states.
Yeah, I've said this for months. When I get random friend requests from people that I don't know, the majority of them are from Wisconsin.
Yeah,
I love it.
They love that Wisconsin boom goes to Wisconsinite you got there.
Oh, you might be hearing it a little bit.
Well, I don't know. We don't have a lot of 9 marks coming our way. Just
Maybe
to say
not
the least.
1.
Well, that's the dilemma here. Me and Ryan were just talking about it earlier. Is a lot of tournaments you see kind of a split 0-1 in cricket. Actually, here you're seeing more 0-1, and I think just 1 or 2 events with cricket in it. So kind of a unique deal.
That's actually very interesting.
So your team event tomorrow is actually 7 legs.
Yep.
0-1, and master out. So that's kind of a unique deal for the top tier division.
Well, that'll be fun as Ty Bass takes out that one too, and that's a 2-0 win for Bass and Mallet.
Yeah, that was good stuff there for them.
Ty Bass shot a 38.5 something and a 33.4. This is Division 3. Welcome to Wisconsin.
Yeah, certainly so, certainly so. And I think these gentlemen are going to be playing on 1. Scuba Steve, Bob Anderson, and them. So give me one moment. I actually got to go say hey to Ty because he requested that I say hello to him by the end of the day or the end of the weekend. And this is the first time I've seen him. So I'm going to run out there real quick.
Thank you, Anthony. I appreciate that. He said knock him dead this weekend. Best of luck.
Good to see.
We're going to need some prayers on the internet.
Hey, right now it's kicking. It's good. But yeah, just unfortunately been having some in and outs. But that's how it goes.
Nothing we can do about it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's unfortunately the thing that hurts the most. Give me one moment, folks.
All right. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys. How's everybody doing? There's Bob Anderson. Barb, what's up, Barb? Good to see you. Kevin Schmitz, the famous guy right there. What's up, Kevin? James, how's it going? Guys, where are we tuning in from? Are we all looking in from Wisconsin? Where's my Hoosiers at? As Bass and Mallet will now move on to the 4th place match here in Division 3. Let's go back over to this main division here. I am Sean Green, joined by William Stuart of USA Darts, and it is a pleasure to be here this weekend at WAMO. I absolutely love it. Kat from North Dakota. I love it. Thank you so much for tuning in with us, guys. Hopefully I sound all right. I like to talk loudly, so that's happening, Just turn down your TV a little bit. You know how it goes. Pennsylvania in there, Milwaukee, which is Algonquin for the good land. Melissa Meek, good old Greenfield, Indiana in the house. Michelle tuning in from Florida. Kyler from Pennsylvania. What part of Pennsylvania, Kyler? Paul Rogers, Rockford, Illinois. Paul, I actually just drove through Rockford today on my way to WAMO. You know what? The temp's not too bad in here right now. I'm sure it's going to get a little toasty for me in a few minutes. I bet Ryan has more opinions on that.
What's that?
The temperature inside the dome.
It's been 68, 70. It's been
Yeah, it's comfortable enough. Yeah, it's definitely chillier outside than where I just came from, which is weird to say coming from Indiana. Usually that doesn't happen.
I know that the last time that they got fried in here.
Ooh. Oh, that is Garrett Ratowski right there. So, woo boy, do we have ourselves a matchup.
Yeah, we do have a nice little matchup, and you know, Garrett Rakowski and Steve Hilger were actually, I'll say this, they were a wire outside of being in the king seat, and I'll be honest with you, I think even Kramer knew that one was probably just outside a little bit, but it looked like it just gave it to him. Is what it seemed. So,
well, third place match, $400 on the line.
Yeah, can't beat that.
Nothing better than this one. Garrett Ratowski is a darn good shot, and of course, Steve Hilger is a CDC pro.
Yeah.
I got to meet him last weekend before even coming to WAMO.
Is he? Did he? I thought he was just. Did he just go for the event in Brownsburg?
You know what? Honestly, he might have.
Yeah. But I mean, that's
Now
the
I'm
thing.
thinking
It's the
about
whole
it.
weekend
Dude, there were so many people
Yeah.
that like that room, talent-wise,
was
was
flooded.
surreal.
Yeah, it was flooded.
It was surreal to be in the same room with those players.
I did want to ask you because you really haven't experienced something like that. I don't think.
Not
have
at
you?
all.
And to walk into that room and just see John Part,
Dude.
Darren Young,
To do commentary on a John Part match? Are you kidding me,
yeah,
man?
Yeah,
Are
that's
you
crazy.
kidding
And
me?
I did have a highlight for me, and I'll say it. Doing the WDF Virtual Cup, I gotta commentate for Martin Adams. So that was a big one for me, and then Fallon
Good old
Sherrick,
Wolfie?
So, yeah,
Fallon?
the two of those big guys. I mean, when you get those bigger names, it's kind of like you get the butterflies too, and you're like, oh man, I don't want to mess up here and sound like an idiot.
Oh my gosh. Especially when you're doing commentary on arguably the best commentator in the PDC. And then at the same time, the only North American world champion who's beat Phil Taylor in the finals twice.
Mm-hmm.
Not too many people can say that.
Not very many at all can say that, sir.
As here is Scuba Steve. Scuba Steve Diker, known very well in the Wisconsin area, as they are diddling right now. That is Steve Hilger, a.k.a. Porky, who
Have you heard that? Have you heard about that? How he got the name Porky?
he likes sandwiches and he sleeps a lot.
No, you'll have to ask him about that
Okay.
one, buddy. I'm just going to tell you that right now. I guess he signed up at a local. I'll just tell you. He signed up at a local event, and they said, "Hey, what's your name?" He said, "Steve." And he said, "Oh, what's your last name?" We got a bunch of Steves. He said, "Hilger." He said, "Well, we have a bunch of Steve H." He said, "Just write Porky." You right around Porky the right way. And he goes, "No, KY like the jelly."
Oh, boy. After briefly speaking to Steve 2 weekends in a row, I can tell that is definitely a true story.
Yep, it certainly is. It certainly is.
It looks like Garrett Ratowski got the and Steve got the start here. And a little hat trick to open it up. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of those in this match.
I think you would be correct in thinking that.
Here is Scuba Steve. He actually is left-eye dominant as a right-handed player. You can tell that because he kind of flips it through, but a big hat trick to follow.
Did you ask him at one point, "Are you left-eye dominant?" He said, "I don't know."
Yeah, he has no idea that he's left-eye dominant. He just throws the darts.
He just said, "What?" I guess.
Steve Hilger has probably one of the most compact, just easy-going throws. And they haven't missed a bowl yet. As we get to Bob Anderson, who is an accomplished dart player himself, looking to make it 4 for 4 on the hat trick to start off this bad boy.
Big shout out to BooyahDarts.com and WAMO for having us out to cover this event. We definitely appreciate that.
Look at this. He's going to make it worth our while. He's going to go double bowl, single bowl.
This is exactly what you came here to see, folks.
Yeah, guys, now it's time to hit that share button for this match. Oh my gosh, beautifully looking darts.
Did you see, and I don't know if you were watching, but Garrett Rakowski actually had 3 perfect games in a row.
What?
And his dad said, I thought it was 4. It could have been 4. It was 4 perfect games in a row.
Well, he just got 3 in the black right there. That's how close he is on each one of these darts. And Steve Diker ruins the whole thing. Throwing a 13. What a terrible dart.
Absolutely horrible.
I'm going to talk to him about that later. Machine Gun Michelle.
That gentleman is trying to hang with all of us tonight, I can tell you that.
And look at this. Both players, Rakowski and Hilger, on perfect games to start this bad boy out. Cat Merrill says, I'm left-eye dominant, right-handed shooter as well. Cat, there's quite a few famous dart players, most notably Phil Taylor, who is like that. And look at this. Bob Anderson had to take a different approach. He had to move away from the bowls to see if he could hit some trips to leave an out.
Isn't that crazy? Sorry, folks. Yeah, Kyle McWilliams. This is Division I. I just forgot to transfer that over before our last previous match. They snuck in a Division III on us, so I had to update that one. Yeah, there's no way. I mean, I guess there is a way, but if you're a hot Division III player,
I'm surprised Garrett took a chance on the Trip 17 on Dart 3 there. I thought he'd just leave it for last with Master out.
Yeah, and that's the thing for Garrett is he did that in his 4 perfects. He left that. Well, no, sorry, he didn't. He actually left the bowl for his last start. He went 51 with his second to last.
I guess that's a little bit more of a. Not as much pressure on that one. Scott Hannish tuning in with us as always. Love to see it. Melissa Bloom, Kyle McWilliams. And he's just going to go ahead and do it himself. Porky leaving himself on the perfect 10-darter for Master out 501 with a full bowl.
Yeah, he says, step aside, young man.
Well, we'll see if he even gets a shot at the perfect game with Garrett on 98. My guess is that Garrett's going to take that out before he has a shot at it.
Yeah.
I think we've had more hat tricks than missed darts off of a bowl in this match so far. Jesus.
What a bar.
Yeah, here we go.
Yep.
A little 11 darter, no big deal.
No big deal at all.
With Steve on a perfect game.
And this is the thing. This is what we talked about. Garrett is getting around and going to venturing and taking it to the next level. And he's kind of getting around, but he said, unfortunately, he's got kids, and that's his priority. I mean, we got kids. That's kind of a priority too.
Absolutely.
Certainly understand that.
By the way, happy anniversary.
Oh, thank you.
Last time I saw you, it was your son's birthday. Man, we're missing those big events together.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing. And by the way, I'm missing my kids or my wife's 30th birthday, 31st birthday as well. So,
wow.
I just called her out.
Uh-oh.
She might butcher me now.
Happy 29th birthday, Hannah.
Allison's going to come in here and talk about the Father's Day frenzy. Uh-oh.
Oh, let's just do it. Let's do it.
Did you see that round from Garrett? He got 15 points.
Oh,
total.
Man.
I'm shocked about that.
That is one of those rounds that you just don't expect from Garrett all that often.
For those wondering, Bob's upset because of the placement of that first start. It makes it really hard to get those other two in with the way he throws. As you can see right there, flights it down. And on both of them.
Oh, we'll see what Porky does.
Well, Porky was on a perfect game last time up.
Was he?
Yeah, but Garrett took it out before he could even have a shot at the 50.
Oh, gotcha.
Scott called me out on my mess up there. Did you see that? Unfortunately, he has kids. Oopsies.
Yeah, oops. And Porky also misses the first dart. We have not seen this from them so far. Of course, I just got here.
I mean, there's been a handful of bad shots, unfortunately, but that's how it happens.
And this is just a race to 2, correct?
Yeah, race to 2.
And whoa, boy. He does do 2 better than Garrett. You can tell him that when he goes back there. He's like, at least it wasn't a 15. I guarantee you that's exactly what he just said.
Did a little robot action there.
All right, Scuba with about as open of a door as you can walk through to get us to a last leg decider.
All right, come on, Garrett.
You just want my headset? I just got here, but you can take it if you want. I'm just saying.
Allison sipping in here and taking a peek at these matches, and all of a sudden she's in the commentary booth saying, "Yeah!"
She's doing more commentary than I am,
Oh,
and that's saying a lot.
You get excited back here. You get excited back here.
No, you guys are paid to be here.
And way too much, to be quite honest with you. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, man.
It's the perfect amount. I don't know what the right answer is now. Oh my gosh, look how much nicer that looks.
Oh my goodness, look at that. Maybe you can push a button for a change.
All right, Porky's going to look to leave a hat trick here.
There it is. There it is.
Nice little hat trick there for Porky.
Boom goes the Wisconsin.
All right, I'm going to leave now. You just put her down in this chair.
Our first boom comes from Allison. That's great.
Well, that's not true. I heard it a couple times on the stream already.
I'm sure you did. I gave you a couple.
You have to. You have to.
Why not?
The problem with Garrett and Steve is they're going to have to refocus for leg 3.
Yeah, and that's the thing about it.
I mean, they're just wiring out. It's unlucky the darts that they're hitting, but they don't want to have this bad juju going into the third leg.
Garrett's over there looking like, maybe we are being a touch too loud.
Yeah.
That's a rarity, too, because everything blends in. It's an echoey.
I was about to say, I can barely hear you, let alone.
Exactly. We are literally set up directly behind these boards, if you folks didn't know.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. You can hear a nice pop off of Garrett's darts hitting that board.
Yep.
A little bit more than the others.
You know, Garrett's got that speedy release. He's got those rocket kite flights for
Nice
a
to
reason.
meet you, dear. Yeah, and he uses them effectively.
Yeah.
You know, that's what those flights are geared for his throw. If you throw a straight hard dart, those are the flights that you should be using.
What's the conversation going on here, I wonder?
Let's take some time, you know, let it get down to 18, 17 seconds before I throw a dart. Just try to freeze Scuba on his 93. 93 here for Master Out. What's the route you're going, brother?
Oh, shoot. As a steel tip player, it's 57.
Yep.
For me.
Trip 19, double 18. I'm going to see a nice trip 11, trip 20 just for fun. He's going to go ahead and take a big bowl at it.
I don't mind that at all. Just because you're leaving a out you're familiar with Hilger and Rakowski. I mean, Rakowski's getting on 271, Hilger on 251.
That's the point. I like that move when your opponents are not on an out or close to an out, because it allows you just to set up your out for the next time you come back to the board if you happen to miss it.
Yeah, and the only thought I would have is that 19 would have left him 74. He could have went bull for 24, but to each their own.
And let's be honest. He missed it, but Bob can typically hit 148. That's a 2-bowl out. That's not, in soft tip with Master Out, that's not a ridiculous ask.
No.
Even for me, which is saying a lot.
You said even for me, for these players, yeah, it's not really a difficult ask by any means.
I did have my best league night last night in a long time. I was
Heyo.
a 30
Hey.
in 30 games.
Yeah, sandbagging, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, you should see my average before last night. It was not good. But Scuba Steve, 32. To make it 1-1, go to last leg decider. Uh-oh. It's going to start getting froggy, and I don't know if they're over this double 9 yet.
They will not.
Trip 3. A lot of players wouldn't think about the trip 3 that quickly.
Yep.
That master out, it'll get you.
Well, that just shows you the experience of Scuba Steve.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't even think about it.
No, not even. And a player like myself, I wouldn't even thought about it because I'd never play master out.
Yeah.
I don't. I really don't.
Which, again, that's why you have me here.
Yeah. Yeah. Goodness gracious. Thank goodness.
My goodness, Garrett's shot is so pure. Like, I'm envious of that throw of Garrett's.
It is pretty smooth, man. I tell you, the only thing that's different is the way that wrist kind of moves at the beginning. You laughing at Scott's comment? Yeah, I figured you
That's
were.
great. And look at that, left the 30 and hits it like a true soft tip pro.
We've seen it a lot. We've seen it a lot.
Well,
People liked it out. Rick Hinsey was saying he likes that out.
The beautiful thing on a double 15 on master out is you still have trip 5 if you happen to go inside. You still have that out
Okay, yeah.
available to you. And again, a lot of even soft tip players don't think about that double or trip 5 on master out. You need to. You need to have that in your mind. There's still trips that you can hit. Sky Hanish, I'll give Sean 5 tries at 148 Fat Bowl. He hits it, and I've got the next drinks in probably Nashville. Well, I'll take you up on that offer. But, you know, if I don't hit it, I just drove like 6 hours. I don't know. I haven't thrown a dart.
Deal. Yeah, this dude.
It actually was about
This
6
dude
hours.
said
man.
10 the other day. I thought it was a 24-hour drive, Sean.
Something like that. Well, look at this. This is not a good spot for Scuba Steve and Bob to be in. Garrett and Steve going first is dangerous because Garrett does not miss very often.
No.
That last leg was a fluke.
How's it going?
I did bring my Scuba Steve shirt with me.
I got past one yesterday or a couple days ago.
All right, here's Porky. Let's see what he can do with his 4 darts in his hand.
It's so crazy. We get to see we just had somebody pop their hand in. Hey, guys. Oh, man, that was a big old jolt.
A little shaky shake of the camera there.
Yeah, like me and Ryan have said it a couple times. With the amount of people in this room, it's not surprising. You're going to get a bump. You're going to get a wiggle. We did have a camera get knocked over, which was a scary thing that happened.
But I'm sure it was
taped down, too.
I'm sure it was scary for them because you're going to give them that bill if it breaks.
Oh, yeah. Diker comes up. He's like, oh, Will, I need you now.
Yep. That's never good to hear, by the way.
No, it's not. I kind of had a panic and my heart dropped there for just a second.
God, I can't believe I'm here. WAMO 2022.
It's great to bring in, not for them to bring in USA Darts, but to have you, to have Ryan, to have, all these people coming over to us and just saying, hey, thanks for coming out here, guys. And it honestly is an honor to be out here. This biggest soft tip state tournament, biggest state tournament in the country. I'll just be honest. Like, soft or steel.
It rivals. So being from Indiana, we have the second largest, I believe, with like 160 boards.
Yeah.
And that's how much difference this is. 280 versus 160, and that's the first to the second.
Yeah.
I mean, that's insanity.
And we thought NDA was big, which it is, but 259 there.
I mean, and when you walk into this place and you go through those crazy doors, those turnstile doors to get in here, and you're like, oh boy.
Yeah.
I didn't even know where to go. I thought it was a wall. Then I watched people disappear through it, and I was like, that's got to be where it is.
Yeah, that's got to be it. That's got to be it, yeah.
But a little trip there from Garrett. So Steve's going to have to start hitting some bowls, or else advantage goes to Scuba and Bob.
Certainly.
Bob a chance to have the lead over all of them right here. Scott Hanish.
Yeah, I saw that too.
He's one of my favorite people.
He's got some good ones, doesn't he?
I got to be honest.
He's got to work on his mustache a little bit, but yeah, it's all right. Ryan will be joining us once again here in a little bit. He's just taking a quick break. As I probably will, and just work the controls for a little bit as well. I think I'm going to chug some water is what I'm going to do. I feel like I need that.
I understand. What's the schedule look like the rest of the evening? Is this the last event of the night?
So this is they only have 2 events per day. And,
oh, wow.
And what it really is, it's actually 1 event. But lower levels, they try to chop it in half. All the lower levels in the morning, all the upper levels in the evening.
Wait, hold on. You're telling me that there's 280 dartboards in here, and they have to bring it in 2 waves?
Yeah, they got to bring it in 2
My
waves, buddy.
God.
Yeah, the Division 12 through Division 18 today. That's 6 divisions, so 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, 7 divisions, sorry.
Ooh, boy.
128 in each. 128 teams.
Hats off to WAMO for organizing this, let alone doing what they're doing with it. And this is a huge round here for Porky. There could not be more pressure on him, because with Garrett on 137 and Steve on 130, he's got to take it out, and now he cannot even. He hits that last one, but Bob's sitting on, their combined score is 366. A low ton here might do it for the freeze, and a hat trick definitely does it. That's a good first one. He needs 2 more in there, and that will freeze. 17 or higher also does it, and he gets the bowl to freeze Garrett. What darts there?
Clutch darts there from Bob Anderson.
Johnny Lackey, the Texan, tuning in with us. Eric Ramsey. Big dog, Randy Van Dersen.
That's exactly what I'm laughing at. He's had a few laughs at Hilger's expense here.
I love it. Is Randy here this weekend?
He is not. He is not.
Well,
he is not here this
I missed my
weekend.
chance to meet him again.
Apparently, from what Hilger's told me, he's kind of recovering a little bit from an injury, a knee injury is what I heard. So
I understand.
Hopefully you're getting better, Randy, if that's the case. Hilger could be lying to me. That it could be another factor too.
No, not based on this interaction they're having, not even with each other.
No, not Hilger fibbing.
All right, Scuba Steve, 130 for the match to get back to the finals. Stays right there and flights out of it. Just hit that bullseye, leave 26 as well. Yep. Smart play. Man, Steve almost has to go 20s here.
Yeah, he's got to peg something big.
That's his only hope here. Yep, he is going 20s. It's the right play. It really is the right play. Aloha, Chris Trinidad. How are you doing, sir? Donald Polar from Fishers. That's my hometown. Like the actual city that I actually live in. That's not Indianapolis. Unless it's probably like Fishers, Wisconsin or something like that. Guys, we appreciate you joining us. We're up to almost 300 people right now tuning in.
That's insane. I mean,
you love to see it.
Yeah, I mean, the viewership wants to. You guys want to watch this. That's the thing.
And we want
to watch this.
We want to watch it with you.
Yeah.
Double 18 for the match and a chance in the finals. Oh, he went for the trip 12. I don't know if I like that move, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I like.
I mean, to each their own. I mean, you're gonna go at what you're most comfortable with, but
A double's just bigger
Yeah.
on the 18s.
Hilger and Rakowski talking it over here.
Yeah, you want to leave a smart out. You don't want to put yourself in a hole, hit that double 12 and leave 2. You put yourself in the madhouse. He tried it. He might. If I'm him, I leave that. But I am not him, and he is trying to leave 2, and he does.
Yeah, he goes over to the 6, and
At the same time, you do what you can. Scuba's on 26. Chances are Scuba's going to take this out.
I have a feeling. Hooked on a feeling.
There it is. Scuba Steve. Damn you. Takes it down. 2-1 victory over Mr. Perfect, Garrett Rakowski.
Well, there we go, folks. It looks like we're going to see Scuba Steve and Bob Anderson in the finals versus Kramer and Spieth. Should be a good one here.
I noticed that Spieth is spelled a little bit differently on the bracket than you had it spelled up there. Is that
that
correct?
is a little bit different.
Yeah, I had to look because it looks like there should be an I there.
I think there's
and
an
as
I
a
there.
golf fan,
I mean, yeah, right, Jordan Spieth, you'd think, but oh no, we got a little match going on board number 1. Let's pop on over there. Why not?
oh yeah.
Oh, love that. Love that. Looks like Tim Eisner, Eric Bobzine, they had a nice run there in division number 1 on the double side. And I
Okay.
believe this is actually,
This is Eric right here.
this has got to be a Division 2 or Division 3, I believe.
Well, it's master out, so it's not going to be Division 3 because we just saw that was open out.
Okay, yep.
I guess let me do that.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to
Yeah,
reach over me for that.
You handle that, buddy.
I know how to work a
Compy
computer
Sports way better
sometimes.
than me. It's Division 2.
There you
Okay.
go.
Yep.
Third place match for Division 2.
Awesome. So it looks like we will have Division 1 and Division 2 finals coming our way.
Eric Schobel's a big dude.
You ain't lying. My Lord.
He towers over that dartboard.
Got a good sized crowd over there.
You love to
Yeah.
see all the people back there watching along.
There really is. Look at that one. That's nice to see.
Derek Kitchen, another Hoosier, sending 50 stars. Appreciate you, brother. The Koala Bear, where you at, brother?
Yeah, I asked him that too. Maybe just not unable to come. There's a couple people that weren't unable to come. So one I think of in particular is Marquise Womble.
All right, here's Smetana. And yeah, I went for it. I could have just said Bryce. I decided to go with the last name. Trip 17 is where he's going to look. Now trip 16. Hits the trip 16. A 45.55 in Division 2. Boy,
Wow. Yeah. And
that was an 11 darter.
This is the thing. You level Division 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, they're all almost identical averages.
That's
This
awesome.
This is the thing about that Wisconsin that's so crazy. We had a gentleman come up to Ryan yesterday and then say, "Hey, Ryan, I wanted to introduce myself. I'm such and such. We played this match together." And I think even Ryan was like, "Oh, you beat me," and then took down a couple more players to make a really good run. And so you're sitting in Division 2.
Man, I tell people this all the time. What you shoot in the league, your league average, it goes up in big tournaments if you want to make money. It needs to. It has to. So you're going to see some 45s. That's what you need to throw to win these divisions. That's why these guys are sitting in the third place match right now.
Looks like we're tied up 1-1 here.
Man, Schobel's about a head taller than everyone else that he's playing against. Gets himself a low ton. Tim Eisner stepping up. Tim looks familiar to me. Why do I know Tim?
I believe he was a CFC player, wasn't he?
Was he?
I want to say so.
That really seems familiar. Like, I know the name Tim Eisner from something.
I believe he was a CSC Challenger Series
Well, there you
player.
go.
I want to say.
That tells you how well we do our job.
Yeah, right. I mean, well, we've done a couple of them now. They almost blend in together when you do them months apart.
We got a stars party going on. Brian Dennis.
Love to see that. Thank you guys for sending those stars. Definitely appreciative of that one.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. Derek Kitchen says, who you got winning the Masters, Sean? You mean like the golf tournament? Like the one that just ended? You mean PGA? Well, I don't know. I haven't actually been watching along with PGA this weekend. But in this event, Division One, man, I haven't seen the other two guys play, really. But I know Scuba and Bob, and they're going to be tough, even on a double dip scenario. Here is Eric Schobel. Schubel? It's Schubel. Yeah?
I was trying to look up on CSC and see if I could find it. I wasn't able to.
Well, there is Tim.
Should have your CSC list. There it is.
Is that the current list?
This one's current, yeah.
Yeah.
This guy's commentating.
There we go. We'll just ask Tim afterwards.
Yeah.
We'll be like, where do we know you from, Tim?
Ooh, I like this throw from Eric.
Uh-oh.
Eric just goes right to the eye and just goes forward.
Yeah, Scott saying Division 2 is what he thinks he was in.
Okay. Here is Bryce. Bryce, only 55-point score. Got the double on the last one, though. Good catch.
So Andy Qualis saying, I think Tim won level 1 cricket at WAMO last year. Scott saying Tim won D1 and D2 last year.
There you go.
Events, so. Yeah, it is ironic. They were in D1 in their cricket.
Yep.
And now they're in D2, so a little different.
It is insanity. Nice 118 there from Eric. Eric's throw, while I like it a lot because he doesn't have any backswing whatsoever, if he misses that first dart, it might be tough for him to find it on dart 2. He really has to accentuate that follow through to make that throw work, and he does it very well. Eric has to throw down at the dartboard. That's got to be difficult. Tim sitting on 120 to get to the finals of Division 2. As a golfer, I do like his hat-shirt combination as well.
Bull for bull.
Oh! Well, that's all right. He'll be back. Unless Bryce does something crazy here. Which he might have to look at 20s too. Got two of them in there. All right. Eric. Oh, no. That's the right move, though. You got to go bowl 15 bowl. Unfortunately, just wires it high into the 10, so now he'll just leave himself 5, which is a very tricky one for Master out. You better hope Tim takes it out. He's putting himself in a little bit of a hole doing that.
Yeah, you certainly can. You don't want to give him too much room to mess with it.
Eric is frozen, so that's why he will not take a shot at the 171. And his partner Bryce will still be frozen if he gets back up there. But I kind of expect him to take out this 45 here. Maybe first dart.
Let's see how let's see how he goes about at 15, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Trip 15 all day. Uh-oh.
Yeah, it takes a ponder now.
Yeah, now he's got options. 11 for 32. Got it on dart 3. It doesn't matter what you do on dart 1 if you hit the third one. And that will do that match. Eisner and Bobson. Take it out.
Well, there we go, folks. We'll have some more action coming your way. It looks like our finals are going to probably head on over. I think Steve's going to just wait, and then they're going to pop on over. It looks like that's what they're doing here. Let me just...
That's what I love about those guys. They
do a little check here. It looks like they are, but I'm going to go out there and make sure. Give me one
Cool.
second.
Sorry, guys. You're stuck with me again.
Womp, womp, womp,
Well, Dad goes out there. Let's talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. Paul, yeah, I like Eric's throw a lot. It just, if that first dart misses, that could be tough. I love those Cobra Kai jerseys, to be honest with you. Cobra Cat, is that what that says?
Do what?
Say Cobra Cat there on his jersey.
Cobra Kai.
That's a good size number, guys. But let's pump those numbers up. Hit that share button for us.
It's probably close to 500 with YouTube too.
I'm going to share this right now and do my own part. Division I finals coming up next. As you see, look at that beautiful Boom Goes the Dynamite jersey.
Oh, yeah.
My goodness. Jen Mounts makes anything look good.
He's out there just to dance in a way.
He really wants this dance off. Let me come on in here, buddy.
Alrighty.
Guys, I am joined by a legend, Ryan Mooneyham.
I wouldn't say legend.
Oh,
I wouldn't say legend on that.
Did you guys see my dance skills out
We did.
Oh,
see
it's
your
nice.
skills out there.
I didn't realize I was on that one.
Oh, yeah, you did. You did it on purpose. You did your best move. I know better.
We got a barn burner of a final. Kramer and Smith, Diker and Anderson.
Look at that Cobra Kai. They're playing out of Scott Kirshner's bar in Janesville. That's awesome to see.
Bullseye Incorporated for Kramer and Smith. Diker and Anderson, Schmidt's Amusement.
This, of course, Bob Anderson.
I've been giving Bobby a hard time, so I've known Bobby for a long time. I'm a big Cardinals fan. He's a Brewers fan. I'm sitting in the Cardinal Stadium one night watching them play the Brewers, and I'm texting him pictures of everything. And then he does the same thing to me the next time the Brewers had the Cardinals in town. So we go back and forth on our teams.
Confirmation, it is Speth. So
Speth.
S-P-E-T-H.
All
I
right.
was giving him the Spieth from the PGA.
That's what you would assume, you know, but yeah, apparently it's Speth.
Oh, well, there goes the microphone that he was going to use. And luckily for everyone else, Will Stewart no longer is going to be on the mic. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I just crashed and burned pretty hard there. Oops.
All right, so you guys have seen these two guys play with Scuba Steve and Bob. Obviously, you know them pretty well. Kramer and Speth are on the king seat. Who do you take here?
Well, it's going to be even Steven all the way down. Kramer has the hot hand. I've seen him go hat, low ton, take the out. Of course, Bobby and Steve both have produced big numbers to get there. They're evenly matched.
Cool.
The one great thing you're going to see about it is we've seen a lot of double dip options. We've seen 2 outs, 2 straight. If Scuba and Bobby gets the first leg, I say they challenge and go for the double dip.
I'm going to have to agree with you on that one. I think that Dyker and Anderson, if they can get this first one rattled off and quickly do the second, I think they got a really good chance of going.
Yeah, I mean, just what we've seen for the day and how the legs have progressed. It's been good. It's been really good. I've seen like Kramer get hot and just run out Rakowski and Hilger quickly. But I've also seen Dyker and Anderson. They've been able to hang hard and take out some top teams.
Scuba and Bob are just consistent. I mean, they're going to consistently score. They're not going to have any bad legs. They're going to push you, even if you're perfect. They're going to push you the whole way. And we saw that against Steve and Garrett, and it just came back to bite Garrett and Steve. Here is Corey Kramer, and he's going to start off hat trick. You called it. He has the hot hand.
Yeah, he did that the 3 legs in a row earlier, so they got the king seat for a reason.
And Scuba right away misses the first start, but gets back in on the other 2. All right, chat, who you got? Let us know in the comments who takes this one down. King seat is Kramer and Speth. Here is Rob Speth. A very interesting setup.
He leans more into it. I've noticed that he brings up that elbow up high to deliver straight through. He's about 5'6", about my height, so we will come higher on our elbow up.
Okay, you know what? That's something that I have not thought about, is the height difference versus where that elbow lays. I think that's a great thing to talk about.
You see where Bobby's elbow's a little bit lower? He's a lot taller, over 6 foot.
You know what, when I think about it, you look back at the CDC side-by-sides from the stream this past weekend, almost all the players had a little bit lower on the elbow and shoulder, but almost all the players are a little bit taller. And the ones that were not that tall had that elbow either perpendicular or a little bit up. That's a good call, Ryan. That's why you're the legend.
I'm not a legend. I've been around a long time, watched a lot of people play.
All right, Scuba's a hat trick away from being down 10 points. Staying with them.
We got ourselves a bunny. Player two for these teams is the key.
Oh, absolutely.
I know Scuba and Corey will get there. Is it going to be Rob or is it going to be Bob?
Well, that's a good round there for Rob. Bob's got to match it. Bob actually almost lifts his elbow as his first move. Did you notice that?
Yeah, and he also has a little bit of a hop, too. We've noticed that over the course.
Of course, this angle is beautiful to watch this. You can see a lot of the player.
He's got a great play. He's got a beautiful shot. He's a great player.
Corey Kramer, what I love is, just every time the exact same thing, exact same rhythm to his throw with every dart. And when he stays like that, he's going to hit exactly what he's shooting at.
Oh, Scuba needed that one.
Yes, he did.
It's amazing. We've watched this whole tournament develop, and leg 1 is strong, leg 2 the other team's strong, and then all of a sudden it gets dicey and nervy in leg 3. What's going to happen today? Are we going to see a 2 straight? We're going to go the distance?
That dart is, uh-oh. Bob's going to have a chance to freeze. Big time now with 11 scored from Rob. That's unlucky. On that first dart there, sitting there, do you stay there? Do you move on that at that point?
I try to get as much score as I can. Bobby needed the hat.
Yes, he did. He can still go trip 20, and freeze. And that's what he's thinking about. The risk versus the reward here.
You will have to go triple 19 or triple 20 to set the freeze.
Yep, and that's exactly what he's talking about with Steve is the math there, just to make sure. 142 plus 88. And he does it. What a dart.
That was a monster shot.
Freezes them by 7. Hey, thanks, brother. Appreciate that.
Hey, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Jordan, I'm Ryan. Oh, thank you. Some love coming in the booth for us there.
Man, I've been here half an hour, and I think 10 people have come in. It's awesome.
This is the showcase that we wanted to do for WAMO 42. And these people have really, these players have loved it. They've come and seen us. They want to love on us. They want to just say thank you. It's been wonderful.
That's what does it for us, right? Is the appreciation, the getting to meet new people, talk to new people. Our love of darts is what got us to this point, right? And to talk darts and hang out with people who also have that same passion is always a treat every time. And they're kind of free rolling here. Bob could bust and still have Corey frozen, so he can be aggressive on it, whichever way he wants to go about it.
Real smart. 19-19 for Bull.
Beautifully done.
As I said, player 2 will dictate this match.
And 1-0.
I did speak to Tim Eisner out there. NDA. He beat Ram Guevara Jr. in a match that we were streaming there.
There you
Had
go.
a big monster 9 mark there. So, yeah, that would be it.
As we return back to the match, it is loser goes first and leg 2. If Kramer and Speth can pull this off, they will corkscrew goes first and leg 3. Diker and Anderson will have to win this leg to set the double dip.
All right, let's see what Scuba does here. Low ton. He's going to stay right with Corey the whole time. He's going to match Corey dart for dart, and you're absolutely right. That player 2 is going to make all the difference.
Just on the turn for Speth.
Yeah, Bob's going to be licking his chops to kind of take control of the player 2 spot. It is almost like singles in the way you have to think about this. Player 1s and player 2s are versing each other.
Yeah, and that's what I always tell people. When you play freeze, play it like a single.
Yep.
Be there first. If you're not there first, set the freeze.
Absolutely. And Steve knows if he throws 3 darts in the bowl here, he takes a big control, especially with where Bob is.
Anderson's got the hot hand. Diker can be there to take the out because he knows Bobby's going to be right there on his tail.
Look at this. Scuba doing great things.
Scuba being Scuba.
dancing over here.
Hey, it's hard not to watch that train wreck.
I see you both staring at my moves over here.
We don't want to watch it. Don't worry.
Oh, Lord.
We're forced into it.
Dancing with the Stars has the new Will Stuart in the lineup.
Oh, my.
Just wait till Disney night. They got him dressed like Aladdin.
I ran out there and threw a couple things away real quick, and the guys were like, don't mind us. We're going to be dancing back here. I said, guys, go for it.
You're like, cool. Just let me know when that party's starting.
Yeah. I'll zoom in.
All right, in the driver's seat here is Steve and Bob. They're trying to go for 2 scoops of ice cream.
A double dip. We've set it up twice. We've yet to see it happen. Is tonight going to be the night?
The momentum right now is heavily favoring Scuba and Bob.
And as we go through this match, folks, if you hear roars in the background, that's because there's finals going all over the place. There's 280 boards out there spread out with finals and in 8 other divisions. It's incredible energy in this place.
And this place echoes a little bit on that noise.
That's what I was just about to say. I went out there and did some adjustments, and I had to turn down the music as well because this hall's starting to vacate a little bit. But, 10:20, and that's a good sign. If they're starting to end, it's not going on all night.
This big
That's beautiful.
there for Speth.
Beautiful.
To be able to masterly set up 280 boards and have a tournament like this, the finals of Division I, their tournament's going to be done by 11 p.m. That's amazing. And look at this from Bob Anderson. Oh. As disappointed as you can be in a missed perfect game. Corey really needed a hat trick there as we get a big kick of the screen there. It's that big guy in the black shirt. Go say something to him, Will.
Yeah.
Someone might be dancing with him in just a second.
Yeah, make sure you put up your dukes.
Scuba doing the very smart thing of just making sure to freeze, and he does exactly that.
Good run out of Diker. That gives Bobby a nice, comfortable look at that 87 out.
A less experienced player would take a shot at the 165.
Or try to set up an out. And that's when the freeze roll. If you know the freeze roll, you know how it works, you do those kinds of things so your partner's got a clear shot to take the leg.
All right. Bob Anderson to take out both legs going last. That's impressive. Let's see if he goes the trip 12 or the double 18. He went trip 12 last time. He went for it again and hits it this time.
He doesn't like asphalt.
Yeah, that burp sound. That burp sound will do it. I did like the way you phrased that too, asphalt.
It's like hitting asphalt. Your dart just comes off of it.
When you hear that during the CSC Challenger Series moving forward, just know that I stole it directly from you.
There you go. You hit asphalt when you throw that.
That's actually a good blocker too, almost covering up the double bowl. As we're going to a double dip right here. Back to 0-0, and we're going to see Scuba and Bob going first now. They just won both those legs going second. That's not a good spot to be in if you're Rob and Corey.
Well, you just seen Scuba and Bob's stat lines, 45 and 40. And that's just a solid team. They've been playing well. They get knocked in losers bracket early, but they've made a deep run.
Absolutely.
I think that's just the experience of playing together like Diker and Anderson have had for numerous amounts of times. I mean, they're on a 4-man team together with Pilgrim and Graff.
Yep.
So we will see them tomorrow in that team event with those two individuals as well. So it'll be interesting to see how those four kind of can mesh as they did so much in NDA. We saw that as well, Sean.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they don't even have to talk to each other. That's a great partnership when you don't even have to talk to your partner about what to do.
Just as interesting, Diker and Anderson gets knocked to the losers bracket by Hilger and Rakowski, and then turn around and beat him in the third place match. Diker and Anderson had to win 7 legs to get to this final, and now they won their 8th one to set up the double dip.
And Steve stumbles a little bit. And
Nerves.
Yeah.
You want to win. We all do it.
Up, and Corey gives him the favor right back. So again, player 2 dictating everything.
And that's where a lot of folks don't realize when you play 501 freeze, player 2 is the catalyst for what's going to happen.
Well, John, let's be honest, you're smaller than a lot of dart players. So it's not much weight to carry on that back. I'm just happy that they still wait on you. There's a good round from both player 2s. All right, Scuba. Yep.
3 bulls on the bottom. Diker comes back with that hat trick.
I fully expect Corey to do the exact same thing right here. That first start's laying pretty good for him, too.
You called it.
It's not luck. It's literally just I get to watch good players play all the time, so I expect them just to do the best thing. And luckily, because they're good players, they do it more often than not.
Oh, just a little high.
Bit of a flyer there for Bob.
.120 low ton. It's a comfortable turn for Bob. Bob's got to come back and answer.
See if Rob can stay perfect. Oh, look at this.
It's a big move.
Is it too early for that move?
I'm going to say yes, because I would have been happy with a hat. I mean, Diker or Kramer's, a little bit in front of Diker. I would have went hat.
Yeah, he did try to make a power move there. If it works out, it works out. The problem is that now Scuba's going to be on 138. My math's great.
Gets another bunny.
I love the bunnies. Kramer just trying to leave 112. Does it?
This is a big round right here for Bob. What does Bob do? Bob sets it up for Diker. It's a huge round and puts a lot of pressure on Speth.
Absolutely. Even just a low ton here is beautiful, and he's going to get that.
Monster round out of Bobby.
And that's where the risk-reward tends to come back and bite you, because now...
You are 100% correct. When you thought it was too early, I thought it was too early, and it could be showing itself as being too early.
Especially when he has been throwing this well on the bowls.
Mm-hmm. Still advantage with the low ton, leaving himself 152, but Diker's definitely in striking distance. Bull 38. Oh, still got the freeze.
Yep.
Both Corey and Rob are both froze.
Which, in this type of game, you do not want to be in that spot with your opponents being as good as Bob and Steve. The freeze is the death sentence, pretty much.
Ooh.
Where was the second dart going?
He was going to throw a double on the outside. $57 for 24.
Great first
Bobby
start of it.
likes that 24. Inside 6 would be safe.
outside wire of the double six.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't want to hit asphalt, even though they were going to be froze. 41.75.
He's been consistently at that 41.75.
40.
Yep.
40. We've seen that all day out of Bob.
Which, when you're player 2 and you're throwing 40 averages, that is tough to beat.
Big, yeah, and it really puts a lot of pressure on the other opponent's partner number 2.
Yeah, at this point, Corey and Rob just basically have to be perfect to stop this momentum of Scuba and Bob. Oh, boy.
He fought it out on that third one.
Absolutely. Kicked it right over into the 13. That's always a frustrating dart as a dart player because you know it felt good to be in the bowl.
You know, and you know, first one went in there, second one went out, third one flighted out. You needed that low ton for the start.
Yep.
Corey comes up and opens a hat trick, and you're trying to match.
Unfortunately, Rob, though, only 60 points scored, which is another frustrating thing when you hit a bowl on the first dart and then don't hit another one.
Bobby Goes Hat here puts a lot of pressure on Kramer and Speth.
He is just releasing the dart perfectly right now, except for that 2. Michael Walters, my brother-in-law, tuning in from North Carolina. What's up, brother?
Oh
boy, 3 in the black.
Might try a little something new here. We'll see what happens at the end of this match, but bear with us, folks. If something goes wrong, bear with us, okay?
If something goes wrong, it's the internet.
It's the internet. It's the internet. Blame it on the internet.
Yeah, it's the weather.
And Corey and Rob in the driver's seat right here in this leg. First time I've been able to say that in this match.
This round here is crucial for Rob. He's going to have to score at least a low ton. Got to manage something big to give Kramer the shot to win. He does it.
Great last 2 darts. Pressure last 2 darts. He knows if he misses those again, it really ruins Corey's perfect game he's got going. Man, they make this game look way too easy.
Unfortunately, they do that. And when you get into that, trying to win, and you throw hat, they throw hat, you throw hat, you just don't want to miss.
Those are the fun games, though, at the top level, is when your opponent's pushing you there. It's even more fun when you answer like that.
Bobby Goes Hat, Kramer comes low ton. Pressure's now, put it on Steicher. What's Suba going to do?
He can't go bowl here. He can go bowl in the first 2, but he's got to go trip 20 on dart 3 to leave a finish. Now it does not matter. Here I am just assuming I'm going to hit the first 2 bowls if I'm Steve, and I think that was his assumption too.
Just a little on the outside. Rob can really punish right here.
Come on, last leg decider. Everyone watching along wants to see it. Well, unless, you know, you're Steve or Bob's fans or friends or family. But there you go. Now Corey knows for a fact he's going to get a look at it. And now he's back there just planning that look. 83, what are you doing, bud?
51 for 32. 50 for 33. Either one, depending on how I feel.
The only thing that I'm worried about with the 50 for 33 is the trip 14 right above that trip
11.
Well,
you can go 33 for 50 too. So if you
That's
have
true.
the 14, you have the ability. It's 50 full bowl is the route.
Yep. Whatever you can do to leave that full bowl and master out is always a win. He went
16 for bowl.
There we go. Bullseye. 1-1.
Here we go. One leg to decide it all.
Oh, boy.
He went to
Look at this.
There we go. Bullseye.
Beautiful dart. Releases it perfectly, and look at that instant replay from William Stuart. And Scuba throws that dart exactly where he threw the first diddle.
A work in progress, but we're getting there, folks. We're
That
getting there,
looked great.
folks.
We got a production man, we got a commentator, we got a color commentator. What more do you want?
The mutual respect with the double fist bumps before we get started. Scuba and Bob will get the start. Is that the difference in this?
It has been, the difference in these matches has been on who has won that cork. What do we see? What will happen? It's going to come down to 501 on either side.
I think Corey right now is thinking perfect. You got to be perfect, especially with Steve missing that third dart.
Corey can't open with a hat trick. He's proved it several times in this match.
He is feeling that release right now, too.
Well, you notice he moved over. He had blockers on the right side. He moves over to the left, center it, and gets himself a better shot on that bull to add that hat trick.
Oh, there you go. Scott giving a little feedback there. Says you lose the audio in the instant replay, and good Lord, we are on to something. He's already demanding perfection out of you, Will. Good luck.
Low ton for Bob.
Rob Speth looking for a hat trick here. Gets the low ton. That's not bad. Dropped it into a good number. That 17 is not a bad miss.
Diker's going to need a hat trick. Really put the pressure right back on Corey. He's had the hot hand.
And he does it without even sweating a little bit. Guys, I have to be honest with you. If you don't play darts, don't know what this is all going on here, darts is not this easy. These guys are making it look way too easy.
Kramer does it again. Second hat trick for the leg.
This remains perfect through 6.
Who's going to have it? Who's going to get cut through the tension? Who's going to step up there and finish this match?
Bob takes a step over. He does not like the lay of those darts. We mentioned it already. He throws kind of down at that bullseye a little bit, makes it work.
Hammers it home.
Just throw it a little bit harder. That's all you got to do.
3 bulls on the bottom.
Puts a little pressure here on Rob now.
Rob's like, what pressure, folks?
He takes care of it. There's some pressure there, and he class darts to be able to do that under that. Steve's going to look up to look to set up the first out. That's not the first start that he wants. He does not leave an out. My, how the turntables.
150 out of Kramer leaves him for the perfect match.
Big darts there still from Corey. Leaving 91 after 9. You cannot really ask for a whole lot better out from your player 1 player.
Bobby will need a counter with a hat trick.
He is not happy with that dart at all. That is miles off the bullseye for Bob. Pretty decent dart for me, but it's miles off for him. Regroups and still hits the low ton. Rob doing a little math there. Just seeing exactly what he needs to do.
Rob needs to go low ton or better. Delivers the hat trick.
Hats off to Corey and Rob for just maintaining composure through this onslaught from Scuba and Bob early on. Scuba's going to put some pressure on the 91 from Corey. Does he answer it?
91 out. 51 for 40. You can go the bull route with a setup dart and a double. 74, 54 for 24.
Or bullseye for double 12.
Oh, asphalt.
We heard that from here. Of course, it's right behind us, but
Bob Anderson can win this match by blasting a 131 out. 131.
you got to go bullseye first start, right?
Bull, then 57 for 24.
There's that one. Yeah, I thought he might go the 17 route.
I would go bull here, leave 14.
Absolutely. And he does that because the trip 20 did not freeze. Leaving 4 did nothing. So hit that big one that you can hit. Rob, 84 for the match.
34 for 50. All kinds of routes.
Let's see the way that he goes. If I'm him, I go bullseye first. He went that way. I like it. Mainly because he hit it, but and there it is.
That, folks,
Match. An 11 darter and a last leg decider for the finals. And you can see how much Steve is just happy to see that.
instant replay.
What a gutsy first dart to go trip 20.
And you know what? It's what he wanted to do. It's what felt right. He hit it. 60 for 24. 84 is your match. As you guys seen the instant replay that came up.
And we got a little boom goes the Wisconsinite there on the last
There you
dart.
go.
See, I found a way to make it work.
Corey Kramer, Rob Speth, your champions, Division I, 501, Friday night session.
Guys, I would not go anywhere. We got more finals coming your way, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think we're going to have Division II finals coming our way. Tim and Eisner standing right there, so I think they're just waiting, and then we're going to see where we're at on the evening. We possibly have maybe one more, maybe not. I think Division III and IV could be possibly right behind these ones finishing up. So how about that instant replay, boys? That was pretty cool.
We got our production, man.
Hey.
Full stride.
That was a nice shot we got. We got the full trip 20, double 12, and then a nice fist pump out of that one, too. So that was gorgeous.
Buddy. I'm
Awesome
telling you
stuff.
what. Well, guys, stay with us. William Stewart of USA Darts, Ryan Mooneyham, also of USA Darts, and Sean Green, who this weekend is part of USA Darts.
some random dude he picked up off the street. I'm just kidding.
I appreciate you inviting me inside this big building.
I tell you what, couldn't have asked for a better two gentlemen to join me. So hang tight, folks. This one will be coming your way here in just a second. Finals of Division II.
All righty. Well, we were raring to think we were going to have a second or two there, and all of a sudden I look over and I'm like, oh, crap, these guys are starting already.
Well, here we are. Eric starts off with a hat trick. This is Division II Finals. Matt Bella and Dan Schultz are on the king seat. And Tim Eisner and Eric Bobzian is trying to go for a double dip scenario. We just had an unsuccessful double dip situation by Steve Diker and Bob Anderson. Congratulations to our champions there.
Well, and it's crazy because we've set up the double dip 3 times and we have yet to see it happen. You got Dan Schultz and Matt Bello from D&D Amusement Games LLC. We got Eric Bobzing and Tim Eisner from Modern Games Company. Both companies are out of Wisconsin.
I like these Top Gun jerseys.
Yeah, we seen those a couple years ago at the TOC, and several folks have got one.
Well, it's a little bit more relevant now, too, with that second Top Gun movie coming out soon.
Come out 27. I was a big fan of Top Gun as a kid through the 80s, and now I'm going to get my sequel.
There you go. And I've heard it's fantastic.
I hope it's fantastic. I've waited for it.
Speaking of fantastic, I really like Eric's throw a lot.
You know, one thing that we've noticed over the course of this week with a lot of flares, a lot of different divisions, is the different throws. And there's some guys that they look like a statue deliver. They just deliver a smooth shot every time, follow through, and it's incredible to watch.
Dan almost gets his arm stuck back there a little bit. That said bullseye, or said 20. That's not a 20.
Well, we've had troubles with the boards not registering right. They will fix it.
The only unfortunate thing is when it bounces out there and you can't fix it.
Then you can't do it. And we've actually had that happen where we just didn't know if it was out or in, but at the end of the day, it's all what the board scores if the dart's not in the board.
Absolutely. The board don't lie unless the board's lying and you can see it. All right, Tim Eisner stepping up. Sitting on 300. He would sure love to leave a 150.
Tim's such a nice guy. I've talked to him a couple times this weekend. He's got a real good shot. We've watched him over the course of the week of doubles cricket and then singles, and then now we're in the doubles finals of the Division II.
So he's already made a finals this weekend, and he's in a second one, right?
Yep.
Division I, now Division II. Here is Matt Bella.
No, we were talking about Division I, Division II. Folks, there's not much difference.
Yep.
Hardly at all. Basically, you signed up X amount of teams, you split them in half. You got 1 and 2. You flight them, and on the flights are so close, it's incredible.
I mean, look at this. Eric just went for the 51 to leave the bullseye for a 10-darter. And he's a second player on that team.
Eric and Tim were 2 nights ago in the cricket doubles. Tonight they're a force in the 501 doubles.
If you are tuning in with us, hit that share button. Let us know who you're rooting for in this one.
Bella and Schultz had the king seat.
And Bobson and Eisner are trying to steal it from them with a double dip.
Bob and Eisner won their first round. Then they got eliminated. They got knocked out in their second round, and they have ran the gauntlet ever since. Match after match after match to get all the way back to the finals.
And look at that 1-5-1 from Tim Eisner to lead tops when he comes back.
Huge round.
All Matt Bella can do is go low because he is frozen. Look, 54 here. He went for the bull. I like that.
Bull, anywhere in that area. 48. Any one of those would have done just fine.
Jason Watt. It feels nice in here now. Apparently the last time they were here at this tournament, it was bad.
Okay, so what I've been told, it was boiling hot in there. We've had cool temperatures. We've had in the 50s outside, 60s. We had that big rain last night. It's been nice. It's
Yep.
been comfortable.
Yeah, I'm not complaining. And I wear an undershirt that's thermal because my classroom is usually a refrigerator, and that got me to change my whole wardrobe. I bought like 15 of these bad boys. And I actually have a little bit of a chill going on. It might be the darts.
Could be and the pressurized dome and stuff is really it felt warm when there was 3,000 people in here. Now when we're cleared out, it's been a lot cooler. Been a lot more comfortable.
Here's a stat for you from Josh Cornellison. Tim Eisner has won 3 different matches with 160+ outs.
Wow, good shooting. Thanks for sharing with us.
Ooh, can't take out 40 though. But he'll be Eric
back.
will be back.
3 for 8. All Matt can do is sit back and just try to get as low as he can.
You leave the 3, it's still 1 dart out and master out. It's trip 1, that's a scary one, but it's there.
Yeah, with trip 18 and trip 20 on its corners.
Oh, there you go. Madhouse, and he hits it. Dart 2. He made that look so easy with 11 yet.
Planned it.
He had that contingency if he hit the trip instead of the single. And that's a 1-0 lead for Eisner and Bobson, and they did that quick. Big start there. Matt Bella.
Matt's been real strong this entire day.
I do have to agree with you. I do love Tim's throw. I mean, that elbow does not move an
Smooth.
inch.
So smooth. Nice recovery on that 3rd dart.
Absolutely. That was a great save by you.
Mm-hmm.
No one else going to see that, but you caught that. Caught that midair pretty much.
Well, when you got a Pepsi in your hand and you're going for the drink and you're pulling the shot and you're slipping at the same time, it just takes a mastery of several ways to make it all happen.
Yeah, that's the one thing you guys don't understand. We got a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. We're trying to drink and do commentary at the same time. It's hard.
Let's see, drink, do commentary, keep Will from being mad at you, and eat.
That third one's impossible.
Nah, Will
Let's
just
be
mad
honest.
at me. You guys don't realize how hard Will works in doing this. It's just incredible. I've just had the enjoyment to sit here and run my mouth. This guy has worked from the time we got here to the time we go home, and then he doesn't sleep well. He thinks about how to give you the next production tomorrow.
Yep. And that's the beautiful thing about working with someone as brilliant as Will Stuart is that perfection is key for him. And he strives for that every time. That instant replay, I can almost guarantee it took him a little bit of time just to master a potential of doing that, and then to actually pull it off live out of nowhere without telling us that he was even working on it is just Will Stewart-like.
I'll be honest, I was a little scared for a second before I did push that button, but yeah, it's been a work in progress for quite some time. I've done it before, but yeah, to do it in an actual match is pretty much something. But yeah, thank you, Ryan. I mean, that means a lot just saying that. I don't think a lot of people realize that you do spend hours and a lot of time thinking about stuff and how you could have done better. And I may or may not have been up till about 2 or 3 in the morning last night thinking about things. So yeah, we've been there, done that one.
Mick Lear, I'm not sponsored by him, but 32 Degrees is where I get my thermals from. They're cheap. They're real cheap online. Not joking, like $8, $9 for one of these, and there's hot gear and cold gear.
Eisner wants to try to capitalize right here, try to get that score in there. Bello on 131.
I don't know if I agree with the looking at the 19s. I might hit the bowl to leave the 177.
You know, and unfortunately, I'm thinking it's starting to press.
Yep.
They're trying to win this leg. They did get the first leg, and the scoring hasn't been good in the first 2 turns. They start to press. They start making mistakes. They didn't fly as well they wanted to. It gets in their head. A lot of different factors to go into when you're pushing to trying to score heavy.
Well, especially when you get down to the finals here. I mean, look behind them at the gentleman sitting down watching. And if you don't think he's stressed sitting there with his position, now think of you're the player.
Yeah. You know, when you're scoring great and everything's flowing, you just feel comfortable. You're just going to let the darts fly. When you're not scoring, you press and you push.
Man, Eric with his follow, like that's a textbook, perfect dart follow through with how Eric throws. I'll say it as much as I need to. Mick, it goes up to a 2XL, but I'm a 3XL person and I fit fine in these. It's an undershirt. But I may or may not have been petitioning them for 3XL. We'll see what happens. All right, Tim. Didn't have to do anything special here. Just hit a hat trick. Now a low ton. Little 2-darter for Master out.
Dan Schultz right here needs to go up there and put a comfortable low ton in. Gives Bella a nice look on the 74. Eric on the other side. If Dan struggles here, can possibly set up a chance for a freeze.
Yeah, this is definitely the big round for this match here from Dan. And he hits a hat trick in that big moment.
Round. That's perfect for Matt to pick that 74.
Eric can take out this 167 though.
57 for 60.
60. Oh my goodness!
We all had our hands up for that one.
I think all of us thought it was in when we heard the sound.
I love it.
What a look at it for a 167. And Matt Bella doesn't even blink, going straight at it.
Oh, asphalt.
And now Tim Eisner is left with 114 to take us to a double dip. Man, this leg has just turned on its head.
I go 50, 14, 50. We'll see what Eisner does.
I kind of like the 57-57. He's going to do it the smart way, though.
There it is.
2-0.
Unfortunately, you drive the 7 or the 3 or the fat 19
Yep.
out, could be over. 50, you get the first 50, 64. If you trip 14, then you still got a double 11 to get finished. But as we see the instant replay, 50, 14, 50.
And that double replay did show us in the double bowl there on that third dart, in case anyone was questioning it. Man, how about that instant replay? I'm jealous.
USA Darts Production, managed by Will Stuart on the instant replay.
He will be signing autographs tomorrow. Show up early, though. That line's going to get long.
I'll even hand you the pin for Will Stuart. You're here to see anybody? You're here to see Will Stuart.
Exactly. He definitely has the tough job.
Mm-hmm.
I jokingly say we have the easiest job of anyone showing up here, but it's because Will puts all that pressure on himself and makes it look so nice and simple and easy over there when he has internet.
Yeah, we did have that struggle today, and everyone has worked real hard to get us to where we're at tonight.
They have.
And, you know, our viewership, 600-700 people, for the limited ability we've had today and our struggles for the last couple days, that just shows our testament for USA Darts Productions and their followers. And now now that the three of us are together, we're going to deliver you the product you expect us to do.
And you guys have been doing that before I even got here. And so thank you again for having me in the booth this weekend. It's a pleasure to be here. I feel honored to join you guys. Man, what a crazy life.
Well, how about the fact that you guys have never met each other and you're just flowing like a dream right now?
Well, it's great because you got a lot of knowledge in this booth on darts in general. Got a lot of knowledge on how games flow. We know a lot of these players. It just works fine. And when you have a really good commentary team with production, you can deliver a good product. The viewers at home are there wanting to watch. It's good. It's good stuff. And what makes this job fun.
Yep. It absolutely does.
Couldn't agree more. I mean,
And that starts with you, buddy.
no, I'm telling you guys, it takes a team to make it work, and we're doing it right now. Great stuff.
Eisner will need a big turn right here. Let's put some pressure back on Bella and Schultz.
Yeah, they stole that second leg in the last match.
And that's where it comes down to. That last 6 darts in your hand is most crucial out, so you can go hat all day long. If you can't make those last 3 to 6 darts count, all that'll work from the beginning means nothing.
I'm actually impressed with the way Matt is able to control his shot with how much he dips that shoulder.
And I noticed that. And a lot of movement for players moves that dart around the board quickly. He actually has the ability to stay put. You can see where Eric doesn't move much at all.
He is a statue except for that arm moving forward. And you can hear it pop in the board behind us.
You can hear the dart pop behind us. And that's what's really cool, because we hear it pop and we're calling it as it hits.
I can tell you right now, last weekend what surprised me the most, being in the presence of all those dart players, is just how hard they throw those darts. Like even Danny Baggish looks like he throws just nice and smooth, relaxed. No, that thing fires in that dartboard because his release is so perfect.
Now, I've had a lot of conversations with Jules about his, every time he gets back from the PDC, I usually have a nice little phone call with him. And the first thing he told me when he came back from his first championship series was, I've never seen people throw darts so hard as they do overseas.
And make it look so smooth.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like a good golf swing, right? Where someone's whipping that through 200 miles an hour, but making it look like it's nothing.
The one I immediately think of is Rob Cross. I bet you he has a good old chuck on him. When you look at his throw, that follow through is just whoa.
And that's him trying to hold on to that dart as long as possible, so that when he does flip through, it has all the power that it could possibly have.
They use the velocity to push straighter.
And it causes less bounce outs. That's why they hit so many 180s.
But they got to push through the wires and push through the flights of the darts.
Yep. And if they don't, their opponent's going to.
Exactly.
A bogey left here for Eric, but Dan needs to do something big, or else Tim might have a chance to freeze. And Dan in this position has done a great job of staying cool, calm, and collected under pressure. Look at this.
Nice round for 150.
It is so hard to hit 3 in the black, and I've seen it 3 times in 3 matches by 3 different guys.
He's ready for some beer darts.
Scuba Steve in the commentary booth. Eisner right back with 150 himself. Nice shots. $17, $42, $32 out.
Gets it.
At Bella.
3 games of beer darts this afternoon, plus drinking all day.
I don't even know what beer darts is, but it sounds
Here comes your instant replay, folks. 17, 42 for 32.
What an awesome throw there to hit that 42 for 32.
And Matt Bella delivers.
I like the little lean that he gave there too. That's a little sly oomph on that 3rd dart. And Tim Eisner not phased at all. Comes right back with a hat trick.
Are you guys running our match or no? That's what they're really on shooting.
Huh?
Well, we're shooting, they're going on shooting, so they probably were running.
Yeah, in case you want to go watch that in super slow-mo, you can do that too. All right.
You gave me a beer and a couple fingers, so I'm blaming it on that.
Eric off on darts 2 and 3. That's different than what we've seen from him. Again, this is Division 2.
Division 2, and players are scoring 40s each.
And I thought Indiana State was like high-level stuff. This is a whole different level, man.
So why we wanted to come to WAMO and showcase what they do up here.
It has been everything I've heard about and more. And the more is this giant dome that we're in.
You haven't even seen all the dartboards.
I
It's
know.
a long walk to the back.
I didn't know that you guys were right here, so I actually literally did a loop-de-loop around and then came back over here. I actually asked 2 people, where's the streaming guys? And they didn't know the answer. I'm like, they're like, well, there's a camera. Like, yeah, I can see that. Thank you. But where are they?
Eisner for his second hat trick.
He's staying on it. I'm not going to say it anymore because I feel like I've jinxed it.
That's when they say, follow the cables. Follow the cables.
I have been fooled before.
I had nothing to do with what happened to you, Steve.
Yeah, that was all you guys.
No, I didn't throw your darts. I just talked about it. There he comes back with his bunny.
I'm a choke on this on Ice 3.
Man, for him to, he almost gets his arm stuck back there, and for him to still be so accurate with it going forward is very impressive. It almost looks a little bit like a hitch that he has just controlled. And I bet if I talked to him about it, he would say that that's a little bit of his arm getting stuck there. All right, Tim Eisner. Look at this. He's going to look down at the 17s, and he hits the 17s that time. Leaves him on 50, and he will get that look.
I have seen more of the players hit the 51 and not the 50 for the final bull to finish on a 10-darter.
Man, I just would never go that route, which is why it shocks me there. I want to hit that big target there again. I'm fine coming back with the 51, but I want a shot at that, you know? We noticed.
Eisner and Eric are definitely in control of this leg. Schultz needs something big here to try to get him back in it.
Ah. Left and right, not going to have to find the field goal, and he does not do so. But honestly, it was most likely going to be 1-1. Tim Eisner hits the 10-darter.
Nice perfect game out of 10. We are going to the final leg.
Fucking boom goes the Wisconsinite for a perfect game.
Perfect, call it out. Call it out.
Been trying to figure out how to do it with no cricket going on right now.
Hey, Scuba, have a good night, brother. So just a reminder, this is the final leg. Bell and Schultz did have the king seat. Robinson and Eisner are going to push to try to take this on the double dip.
And Tim,
out of court to see who goes first.
Tim has had his first 2 darts bounce onto the floor.
We've seen that a lot this weekend on their courts not sticking.
And of course, the 3rd dart does not hit the bull because the first 2, I'm sure, did in his own eyes and opinion. We cannot confirm or deny that. And it looks like Bella and Schultz are going to get the start here in this last leg decider for all the marbles. I heard Tim literally go, I missed by a mile.
That's a good thing about being real close to these boards.
It almost scares me because I know that I talk louder than Tim probably. Yeah, Mick, this is definitely Division 2. Just for the record. We just saw a perfect game in Division 2.
You saw the perfect game in the Division 4.
Yeah, did you?
No, but I'm telling you, it will happen.
Oh, yeah.
Fell out of the gate with a hat trick. Iser's going to have to push back with one.
Coming off the 10-darter in the last leg to get us here to this point. Will we have our first successful double dip? Or
We've
will
looked
Bell
at
and
it 3
Schultz?
times. This is match number 4, the finals that we've streamed for the double dip.
They're going to have to back it up here a little bit. You see 2 darts in the bullseye. Especially when it counts as a 7.
Well, I tell you what, and it doesn't matter if it's online, if it's live tournament play. Sometimes those darts just don't stick, and you got to get the scores proper.
All right, guys, who you got? Last leg decider. You saw the start from Matt versus Tim. But my partner has set it up beautifully, and he says it best. Player 2 is the factor. The majority of the times you see player 2 there go perfect as well to start. You can't start any better than that from Matt and Dan.
Hat trick and hat trick, both of them put a bunny up.
The highest is Division 1. I got to get used to saying divisions instead of levels. That's my bad.
Eric answers with a hat trick. We've got another bunny.
Yep, and Tim's owning up to the fact that he was the only one out of the 4 to not hit a hat trick to start after going 10 perfect. I guess we'll give him a break on that
I'm
one.
going to tell you, folks, this is heating up, this Division 2 finals. Final leg. They are screaming behind us. If you can't hear that, you can feel the energy where we're sitting.
Oh, yeah. It puts us right there on the edge of our seats. I think I've used half this chair since I sat down in it. And, yeah, I might have stolen that this past weekend, by the way, a couple times. And a big trip 20 just to get back into it.
That was a big shot. That was a big shot to stay in the match.
You always love taking those chances when you hit it.
It's when you miss
that you rethink it all. Dan is throwing brilliantly right now, though, too.
Nice smooth release from Dan. Just outside on the 3rd for the low ton.
You saw a little jump on that 3rd one.
Bell and Schultz definitely in control of this leg.
Move over by Eric is paying off. I'm telling you, it's a necessary skill as a dart player to be able to move along that line.
201, 243, 253, 233. It's close. It's who's going to get there first. Who's going to hit? Who's going to miss?
Yeah, this is one of those beautiful situations in a freeze game where freeze isn't really a factor yet. Will it become one? We don't know.
We did see that freeze coming in as a factor on Division 1.
Tim certainly would love to leave 103. Those darts are hugging each other. They're so close.
There's your hat trick. It's 98 to 103. But now it's going to come down to Schultz and Eric. Who has got it?
Ryan again setting up brilliantly for us. The player 2 is going to be the factor, and look at Dan doing his part early. Second hat trick.
And you can hear the energy. You can feel the roars.
And even Eric, like a shaky fist bump there. Like yeah, nice darts and the fist bump. As he looks to match it. Unlucky second dart, but finds it on dart 3, and ooh, who's going to take out the out first?
98 for Bella, 103 for Eisner.
Bullseye trip 16. You can go with the reverse as well.
Nope.
And there it is. Boom goes the Wisconsinite.
Call it out.
And again, the double dip. does not become successful.
As you can see it, folks, on the instant replay, 50 for 48. There's one. And there's two for your champions.
And a little side bump there.
Matt Bella and Dan Schultz, Division II champions here at the WAMO on this Friday night session of the 501 doubles.
And Tim, of course, is going to try and take out the 103 just to torture himself all night long.
The deciding factor of this match came down to that final court. Eisner throws at the bull twice. They don't stick. The third one is out. Bella goes up and smashes the bull. They take the lead, and they didn't look back.
You know what I like about this flyer is it makes me look small. I'll take it.
Well, we'll go ahead and take a look at where we're at in the brackets. It looks like Division 5 maybe trying to catch up. We'll see where we're at in there. But most of our divisions, as you can see, are kind of already wrapped up. Division 1, Division 2 already over.
Division 3 is over with.
Division 3 is done. Division 4 is in their finals, already playing, it looks like.
Look at how many players or people were there just watching that match.
That's incredible, isn't it? I mean, a plethora of people just sitting there watching that one. Look at that.
Division 5 might get some love from us. They're only on the 5th, 6th.
They got a 5th, 6th match, and they've got their king seat match to play as well. And that's going on right now for Division 5 on board 51 is the king seat match.
So we'll chat with the control booth, see what we're going to do here, and then we'll let you know here in just a second, folks. Thanks for watching here. USA Darts Productions coverage of WAMO 2022. Thanks for being here. We talked to the staff here. It looks like the Arachnid guys are going to work on the boards that we had on this live streaming, so they're going to kind of reconfigure and do their thing. So we're going to go ahead and shut down the stream for this evening. We will be back live tomorrow. We start at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning for our morning session. We'll probably start pretty soon after that. Yeah, we'll bring you some team event round robin coverage tomorrow. Definitely want to thank you folks for joining us today. We did have some rocky air there for a while, but ended tonight with some pretty good content. So thank you, folks, for joining us. You know, it's been fun. There's a big roar there. Does look like Division 5 needs to finish up. I think a couple more as well. It looks like Division 11, we had a question. Oh, that was cricket doubles. So let me check here. Yeah, it looks like they're in their 5th and 6th as well. So, unfortunately, yeah, they're going to work on the boards, fix up what they need to. So we're going to head out for the evening, though. But, yeah, we'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning for our coverage of the team event. Looking forward to that one. So join us if you will. Hit that notification bell. That way you don't get miss out on any of the action here on USA Darts. Appreciate you folks being here. William Stuart, take care. We will see you folks tomorrow for more action from WAMO 2022.